for the Sabre Dogs. Lots to take away from that ball game, Ballard. You were up here watching as well. What was your final thoughts on that one?
I mean, even when the bats aren't on, this team just figures out a way to score. One big takeaway from me was Colin Hannigan continuing his steady work behind the plate. Him, Taylor Justice, and then Lance McDonald's ability to get on base has really provided a boost from the bottom of the lineup with the catchers. But the new guy, Gunnar McGrand, really showed some pop and some promise at the shortstop position. So between him and Justin Cooper, Declan Buckle, and Ethan Moore up the middle, you have 4 guys that can play every day that are very impressive. That might be one of the best middle infields, if not the best middle infield roster in the entire league.
That is not a bad thought. Dominic Parkhurst was the starter last night for the Sabre Dogs. Did battle through some command issues, but was able to put together 5 good innings where he allowed only 3 earned runs on 8 hits and 1 strikeout. Sean Hickey then came in relief, tossed 2 innings of 1-hit ball, did not allow a run, walked 4, but was able to keep the Sabre Dogs in that game, which was incredibly important. And Daniel Sharon, while he did struggle with this stuff a little bit, was able to battle through 3 innings. And again, the big key, keeping the Sabre Dogs in this ball game and giving them a chance to come back in not only the bottom of the 9th, but the bottom of the 10th as well, which really, really shows us the kind of baseball game we saw a couple Sundays ago when the Sabre Dogs took on this Fremont Moo Ball Club. It seems like all of these twisty back-and-forth games have come on the road this year, even the one against Sioux Falls a couple of Sundays ago. But we finally got one here at Corbett Field. The Sabre Dogs pick up arguably their most dramatic win of the year, now moved to 23-9 of the year. And again, yesterday signified the start of the second half as well. So the Sabre Dogs are looking to, again, extend their overall record so they can have home field advantage throughout the entirety of the postseason. Again, for now, only have home field advantage in the divisional round. They are now 1-0 in the second half. Let's take a look at the starting lineup tonight for the Sabre Dogs. It'll be sent out by head coach Alex Miklos. Leading off in left field will be Kaden Schwab, followed by Justin Cooper at short. Bo Brewer at first base. His 31-game hitting streak was snapped, but the on-base streak is still going at 32 after walking a couple of times yesterday. Drew Miller, after the big long ball last night, will clean up at the DH spot, followed by Alan Greer batting 5th in right field. Taylor Justice, his first start since Sunday in Fremont, will catch batting 7th, make that batting 6th. Gunnar McGrand, your hero from last night, batted 7th at second base after seeing him at shortstop the last couple of evenings. Dalton Bullinger, third baseman, will hit 8th, and Reese Anderson will round out the 9 in center field. On the mound for the Sabre Dogs this evening will be right-hander Kyle Bratzen, who's been one of the Sabre Dogs' best this year. This will be the second consecutive outing in which he will face this Fremont Moo Ball Club. And now, he didn't have his best stuff his last time out, but overall this season, he's been one of the best arms for the Sabre Dogs from the right arm side. Let's take a look at his numbers this season, again, for the San Jose State product. So far, has an ERA of 3.43, a 1-1 record, 5 games, 4 starts. 18 1/3 of an innings work, has struck out 19 batters to 7 walks and 18 hits. Again, that last outing against the Moo lasted just 3 1/3, was pinned with his first loss of the year, allowing 5 runs, 4 of them earned, 4 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. But you go, before that, was entering that 5th start with a 1.8 ERA, a whip of 1.13, limiting opponents to a batting average of 250, which only increased 7 points in his last outing. Again, walks were the issue 4, compared to him having just 3 in his first 4 starts. Let's talk about our picks to click tonight now, Ballard. Again, yesterday, I think we did okay. Who are we going with tonight?
Tonight, I'm going to go with Alan Greer, fan favorite in right field tonight. He's been struggling a little bit over the past few games. His average has dipped to 310, but I think tonight I think he gets on base. I'll say 1 for 2 with 2 walks. How about that? And 3 stolen bases.
I like that.
I think that's where he makes a difference. I think he's going to upset this pitcher for the Moo tonight and kind of get him off balance and do what he does best and just wreak havoc on the base paths.
No
so
doubt.
I'm looking for Allen to contribute in that way tonight as my pick to clip.
Absolutely. I think just reaching base. I think if Alan Greer can do that,
and just getting the pitcher off balance and off time,
and putting pressure on this defense for the Fremont Moo that really struggled over in Fremont at Moorfield against the Sabre Dogs Ball Club. Now, it might be a little bit easier on the turf. It'll be interesting to see tonight. The Sabre Dogs, again, like to put a lot of pressure on opposing defenses, and they were able to take advantage of that against the Moo last weekend. For me tonight, I'm going to go with Taylor Justice. This will be his first start since Sunday. Did leave for a couple of days to go on a college visit, but now he's back in the lineup tonight, again batting 6th behind the plate. Was 1 for 6 with a couple RBIs against Fremont on Sunday, hitting .364 with 7 RBIs this year in a small sample size. Again, has been swinging it well, works incredibly well with Kyle Bratzen on the mound as well. Of course, both of them going to San Jose State last year, are very familiar with each other, so he will be my pick to click tonight. So again, Ballard will be going with Alan Greer. I will be going with Taylor Justice. We'll see who wins that one tonight. That's going to wrap up our pregame show as we are about ready to get set for first pitch here at Corbett Field. Game 1 of 3 between the Fremont Moo and the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs coming up next. Welcome back to the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs pregame show. Max Stanzer here, joined alongside head coach of your Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, Alex Miklos. Alex, let's start off with the big news last week. You guys clinching the first half Lewis Division, submitting yourself into the postseason for the first time since 2019. First time there will be a home playoff game here at Corbett Field as well. Tell me, how special is that right underway here through your first month coaching this ball club?
Yeah, I mean, it's really exciting. Even going all the way back to October, when Steve Wagner hired me. That's been the goal all along. Especially in summer ball with the way that the playoff formatting is set up, where you clinch the first half, you clinch your playoff position. It gives us a lot of freedom in the second half to kind of rotate guys in and out, keep guys fresh, and get other guys at bats and opportunities. So, we feel really fortunate. We played a lot of good baseball in the first half, pretty much right where we wanted to be. So, going all the way back to October, that was the goal, trying to put together a competitive roster. With this in mind. So it's nice to see it come to fruition, but still a lot of work to do.
When you were piecing this roster together, did you think you would have an offensive onslaught like we've seen the last 30 games or so?
I think it was, I'm more of an offensive guy, offensive coach by trade. But with that being said, I'm well aware that pitching and defense wins you games. So that's kind of been a huge emphasis on us, or for our team, going all the way back to the beginning of the season, is playing solid defense. But certainly when I was putting together the roster and evaluating players and talking with coaches and programs about guys they might want to send, I was certainly, focusing on, the style of offense that we wanted to run, which, it feels good that it's coming to fruition. We wanted to have some guys in the middle of the order that could drive in runs, but I certainly wanted to get a lot of dynamic players with a lot of facets to their offensive game, being able to move the ball around, move the ball with 2 strikes, run the bases hard, and I feel like we've done a pretty good job of that to this date. So, it feels good to kind of see it all kind of come together. But with that being said, we've just got a lot of really talented players with a lot of facets to their game, and from a coach's perspective, I'm just trying to put them in positions to succeed and kind of get out of their way and let them have fun with it. So they've been doing a great job of just, playing their own game, playing their own style within, what our team is trying to do on a night-to-night basis. We have a lot of guys rotate in and out, and they all kind of play their role and fill in. And, to this date, there's been a lot of exciting games, but it just, it seems like it's a new guy every night that comes through with a big hit or a big play. And it's just really cool to see all these guys kind of play for each other and pick each other up.
No doubt about that. You touched on this a little bit earlier in that last answer, talking about the aggressive base running. You guys are now tied for first in stolen bases with 131 on the season, which absolutely blows through the stolen base numbers from the last couple of years. How important is it for you guys to put pressure on your opposing defenses and so forth of being that aggressive on the base paths?
Yeah, it's one of those things where as you're putting together an offense and you want to find multiple ways to score runs because you never know what night you're going to run into a really tough matchup on the mound. We've got, like I said, we've got a lot of really athletic players, a lot of really dynamic players, and we just like to keep the pressure on. And basically we just give a lot of green lights and kind of trust guys to use their instincts and pick a good time to go. I can't really take a whole lot of credit for that outside of giving those guys the freedom to play the game hard and play the style that that they were brought in to play. That's just. Like I said, anytime you might run into a tough pitching matchup on one night, and we don't have a whole lot of guys in our order that are just going to, sit back and wait for a 3-run home run to happen or something like that. When it happens, it's nice. I think running the bases hard changes a lot of facets of the game. Just the way that the pitcher is forced to pitch the guys behind them, or they're worrying about the running game, once we get guys on base. So it's nice to, it's just a different way to put pressure on a defense, and kind of the style I like to play and like to coach, and we were able to bring in personnel that are able to do it. So it's good to see.
No doubt about that. Who's impressed you the most in the first half?
Oh man, we've got a numerous number of guys. Alan Greer came in on a temp contract, a returner from last year, and made an impression very early on with his style and approach to the game. His numbers have been really good, but the way that he carries himself, the way that he works on his craft. He's in the dugout between innings, taking notes, writing down stuff about his at bats, between at bats, between defensive innings and everything. Bo Brewer obviously has been very impressive. He started the season with a 31 game hit streak, and the guy's just got a knack to put the ball in play, a knack to find the barrel, and he's continuing to get better. I know he had a couple offers the last couple nights. He's off tonight, but he just continues to get better. He works hard every day, and he never tries to get outside of himself or try to do more. And then obviously Caden Schwab at the top of our lineup has been, a table setter for us and sets the tone for our offense all year. And he's, well north of 30 stolen bases already here at the halfway point. And just another guy that just, really commands the strike zone, seems to open every game up with a 7-8 pitch at bat and really work the pitcher and give our offense a chance to see what he's got and put some pressure on him early. And, you put that guy on base and, next thing you know, he's on second, third base or crossing home plate already. So, those three guys have been really, really impressive. Not to discount anything any of our other guys have been doing. I think collectively the offense has been really impressive, just, whoever's in there on a night-to-night basis. But I think those three guys in particular, who've been primarily at the top of our order all year, have just really, I think, set the tone for everything that we've been able to do offensively to this point.
For sure. Now, going back to the last couple of nights, it's been a different type of baseball game that we've seen. You're used to the blowouts. I think it's 16 games with 10 or more runs, 3 games with 20 or more runs this year. We saw a couple of close ball games the last couple of nights. Gunnar McGran, the big walk-off single in that 10th inning ball game. Dalton Bowling, the 3-run shot last night. Your guys continued to battle back to the very final out. Showed a lot of resilience the last couple of evenings. Talk to me how sort of the attitude is in that locker room and in that first base dugout, knowing that sometimes you can get swayed by the fact that you score a lot of runs and you're blowing out teams, but then all of a sudden you face some adversity and you're able to stay in it and push through and come back.
Yeah, I think he goes all the way back. We had a game early in the year against Spearfish that we were down 7-2 early, came all the way back and tied it up at 7 late in the game, and unfortunately, we didn't finish it off. I think we lost that game 8-7, but I remember after that game, to that point in the season, we hadn't been challenged a whole lot offensively by any really, really good pitchers or anything, and we had a lot of really high-scoring games. And I remember speaking to the team after that game, just telling them, hey, we're going to be in a lot more ball games like this down the stretch, fellas. These are the type of ball games that we want to be in, and that is going to prepare us for a run down the stretch. And I think we're just starting to see that come to fruition. It's good to continually get challenged. With the ultimate goal of winning a championship. We know we're going to run into some really good teams down the stretch. I know we got Western Nebraska coming up here right before the All-Star break, and that's going to be another really good test, a team that's playing some really good ball and is really solid on the mound. But, with that being said, we've taken some lumps as well. We've made some mistakes in those games that we can all learn from, and we've been fortunate enough to come out on top. But it's the same thing I talk to our guys about every day is just, whether you succeed or you fail in a certain situation within the game, it's the opportunity and it's the experience that you're gaining in that particular moment that's going to prepare you for the next time you're in that spot. So, like I said, whether they succeed or fail, it's about keeping that even keel and having that understanding that, hey, we're going to be back in this spot. It might be tomorrow night. It might be 3 weeks from now. It might be in a championship game. But when we're in that spot again, there's going to be comfort because of the experience we've gained and being challenged in that opportunity before. And I think that they'll be more prepared for it down the line. So, as fun as it is to put up a ton of runs and win ball games by a wide margin, I think it's putting more pressure on our pitching staff that needs to continually get better and come around, and it's putting more pressure on our offense to find ways to score runs, to come up in high pressure situations and really find that laser focus to get a job done or to execute. And I think like I said, it's just going to prepare us for down the line and competitive games at the end of the year.
No doubt about that. Wise words from the head coach for your Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, Alex Miklos, who are 24-9, entering Game 2 of 3 between the Fremont Moo tonight. That game between the Moo and the Sabre Dogs will start in just a moment. 7:05, first pitch coming up next. For the Sabre Dogs, lots to take away from that ball game, Ballard. You were up here watching as well. What was your final thoughts on
this? This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that Planet Pizza is celebrating 25 years in the Magic City this summer. Stop in and try award-winning pizza and wings.
Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a $15K camper giveaway. If a Sabre Dogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today.
This is Bo Brewer for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that there is a reason why Slim Chicken hangs guitars on their walls and plays the blues. It's the same reason why they only serve you 100% all-natural chicken tenders.
Hello and welcome back to Corbett Field. Just about ready to press play on Game 2 of 3 here between the Fremont Moo and your Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Let's take a look at the starting lineup tonight that will be sent out by head coach for Souris Valley, Alex Miklos. Leading off in left field will be Kaden Schwab, followed by Justin Cooper at shortstop. Alan Greer, the center fielder, will bat third. Drew Miller will clean up and DH. Colin Hannigan, the catcher, will bat fifth. Ethan Moore, your second baseman, will bat sixth, followed by Dalton Bowling, the hero from yesterday after the walk-off 3-run blast. Ended up driving in 4 runs in total. Will bat seventh at third base. Jaden Schaefer, your first baseman, will bat eighth. And Jared Breedwell, your right fielder, will round out the 9. On the mound here for the Sabre Dogs tonight, it's going to be Southpaw Braden Corley making his Sabre Dogs debut tonight. Will also be his first start, of course, out of Mustang, Oklahoma. Murray State College product, who we've seen plenty of products from this season. Ethan Moore, Chase Keaton, Jaden Schaefer, who is at first base tonight, to name just a few. In 2020, 27 1/3 of innings worked, a 3.29 ERA, allowed just 10 earned runs in that span, was able to strike out 24 to just 3 walks. The command is there. He's going to throw a lot of strikes, and I talked to Alex Miklos before the game, talked about how he's going to do a lot of soft contact tonight, a lot of ground balls as he faces a very, very powerful Fremont Moo lineup. Let's take a look at that Fremont Moo lineup sent out by head coach, 3-year coach, Shea Bennett. Leading off in center field will be Darian Morphew, followed by Austin Baskin at second base. E.J. Taylor got the day off yesterday, will bat third at first base. Brock Reller, your DH, will clean up. Austin Callahan, the third baseman, will bat fifth. Taylor Howe, sixth behind the plate. Jack Simonson will man right field, batting seventh. Ryan Koski in left will bat eighth. And Peyton Leeper, your shortstop, will round out the 9. It's 80s night here at the ballpark. You'll be hearing a lot of 80s music echoing throughout the yard. Got some 80s themed outfits as well, including Ballard Ackway, our producer, and myself in the booth. Maybe we'll get to show them off a little bit tonight. Who knows? Who knows? More importantly, Corley takes the rubber. He's ready. Here comes Darian Morphew to the plate. Turns, kicks, tosses. His first pitch on the way is a breaking ball that floats over for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, and we are underway. So Corley starting things off with a bender here against the left-handed hitting Morphew. Working quickly the wind, the 0-1, swinging a line drive left field. Schwabe taking a couple steps back, now raging towards the track. He leaps up and makes the catch for out number 1. Quite a quick start here for the Sabre Dogs. This ball kept carrying on Caden Schwabe in left field, but he was able to run it down, leapt on the track to make the catch for out number 1. So a good start here for Souris Valley. It's going to bring up Austin Baskin, the second baseman, to the plate, hitting .317, 2 homers, 9 RBIs in the year. Was 1 for 4 yesterday with a double. Corley working at a Dalton LeBlanc-esque pace here tonight as he winds and deals his first pitch. It's a fastball inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. If you did not tune in yesterday, you missed a good one. 10-9 Sabre Dogs win. Walking it off in the bottom of the 9th thanks to the Dalton Bowling 3-run home run, his first of the year. 1-0. Fastball misses down low, ball 1. Ball 2 make that. 2 balls, no strikes. That is now back-to-back wins in the form of a walk-off for Souris Valley. As Corley winds and deals the 2-0. Breaking ball misses outside, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes, the count here with 1 out. Sabre Dogs last year walked off 3 days in a row back in July against the Big Sticks. It's the 3-0s, a fastball at the top of the zone, middle of the plate, strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. It was Hannigan who scored on a wild pitch. Then a walk-off single by Mason Dennison the next night, and that's Solomon scoring from first base to walk it off as the next pitch is swung on him. Belts it out to deep right center. Greer on his horse reaching up. This one is going to hop off the wall. Baskin rounds first. He's heading for 2. He'll stop there with a 1-out double here to open up this ball game with 1 out. Gave that one a ride out to the gap in right center field. Again, the ball is flying tonight. We saw Morphew fly out to deep left field. Took the left fielder and Schwabe all the way back to the track here tonight. That bat number 2, Baskin, takes Greer to the track. Greer unfortunately could not make the play. So Baskin picks up his second hit of the series, his second double of the series as well. So here's E.J. Taylor having himself quite a year so far, hitting .390, 4 homers, 19 RBIs. Got the day off yesterday. Lefty on right here for Corley. He's set. Kicks, fires. First pitch from the stretch of the 9 is a fastball upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Defense tonight for the Sabre Dogs, left to right in the outfield, Schwabe, Greer, and Breedwell. Bowling, Cooper, Moore, and Schaefer left to right in the infield, and Colin Hannigan will be your catcher tonight. Corley taking some time here. Baskin takes his lead from second, fresh off of the 1-out double. Taylor digs back to the right-hander's batter's box. Big hitter encompassing that right-handed hitter's batter's box. Corley behind 1-0. He kicks and fires. The pitch on the way is a breaking ball that bites the outside corner. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike here with 1 out. So the Sabre Dogs, with a win tonight, would secure their 5th consecutive series win. Took the series against these Moo, in fact, back last weekend. This rages back all the way to the Canyon County Spud sweep, the Trappers sweep, the win in the series against Hastings, the win against the Moo. 1-1 pitch is down away ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Then they also won that recent series against the Trappers in which they swept them. And then here against the Moo as well. So having come in, having won 5 in a row, trying to make it 6. Baskin takes a walking lead from second base. Taylor, a good RBI spot for him ahead in the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Corley from the third base side. Kicks and delivers. Is 2-1 on the way. Is swung on in line out to left field. Schwab on his horse right to his right. Looking up. This one's gone. E.J. Taylor gives that one a ride out to deep left field. A screaming line drive over the back wall and straightaway left field. And that gives the Moo a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. For Taylor, home run number 5. RBIs 20 and 21 as he reinserts himself back into this Fremont lineup. And that one got out in a hurry. With the blink of an eye, in fact, as Schwab took about 3 or 4 steps back, looked up. I thought it was maybe going to hit off the base of the wall, but it flew over the back wall towards the trees outside of the left field confines here at Corbett Field. So 2-0 Moo here as they continue to mash the ball. Left the yard a couple times last night as the first pitch to Brock Reller is a fastball outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Reller leading the league in home runs, 11. 33 RBIs as well, hitting .415, was 0 for 3 yesterday with a walk. 1-0 is swung on and fouled off softly to the left side, out of play, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. So the inning started with the flyout to left off the bat of Darian Morphew. Took Schwab to the track, made a nice leaping catch. Baskin doubled, Taylor homers. Here we are, the 1-1 to Reller is down and away ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now talking about the second half here, which started 2 games ago. Sabre Dogs currently tied for first. With a record of 2-0 in the Lewis division. Fremont a game back in the Clark division at 1-1. Here's the wind, the toss, the 2-1. Misses down low, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. And now that's important because Sabre Dogs, while they have clinched their playoff spot, winning the first half of the Lewis division, still have home field advantage in a potential championship round on the line, which would be based off overall record. As the 3-1 is a breaking ball that backs up and clips the front knee, maybe the pant of Brock Reller as he'll take first base. So that'll put on a 1-out base runner. Second time Reller has been hit by pitch in this series. So that brings up Austin Callahan to the plate. So not the start that Corley was looking for to his Sabre Dogs career. Looking to limit the damage to 2. We'll get a left-hander up right now as Austin Callahan comes to the left-hander's batter's box. Callahan having quite a year, hitting .330, .344, 6 homers, 39 RBIs. Top of the league in runs batted in, has also stolen 2 bags. Lefty on left, first pitch, breaking ball. Backs up again and hits Callahan in the front knee. So he'll take first base. That sets up a first and second spot here with 1 out as the Moo continue to threaten here. That'll bring up Taylor Howe, the catcher, to the plate. Howe had a great night yesterday. Was 3 for 5 with a home run. He was in right field yesterday evening. That home run came in the 9th inning. A bullet out to deep left center field off of Cannon Morrow. At the time, gave Fremont the lead, 9-7. Sabre Dogs, of course, came back with 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th thanks to that Dalton Bowling opposite field blast. So Reller takes his lead from second. Callahan up from first. Lefty on right now. Braden Corley from the stretch. First pitch on the way is in the dirt, blocked by the catcher and Hannigan. Good stop from him, ranging to his left. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Very bright, sunny, shiny day here at the ballpark. Very hot as well here, however. Will play a role in this ballgame tonight, especially on the turf. Currently here in Minot, 97 degrees here at first pitch at 7:05. 1-0 pitch is swung on and fouled off straight back off the fists. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. And you got to hope it's going to cool off as we get deeper into this ball game. It says it's going to be about 91 degrees by 8 o'clock, so about 50 minutes from now. That's a big drop. First and second, 1 away, count even at 1. Corley from the stretch. Pauses at the chest, delivers the next pitch. It misses outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Sabre Dogs going with their white tops, white bottoms. The Moo, their purple tops, gray bottoms. Moo will be wearing their purple caps. Sabre Dogs going with their Navy blue caps with the red, white, and blue Souris Valley Sabre Dogs playing logo here on the weekend of 4th of July. 2-1 from Corley on the way, swinging a high fly ball, belted out to deep left field again. Schwabe at the track, looking up, this one's gone. Home run derby for Fremont early on here in the top of the first at Corbett Field. A 3-run home run for Taylor Howe, his second of the series, his 6th RBI of this series as well, as that gives the Moo a 5-0 lead here in the top of the first inning, as there was no doubt about this one. The home run from E.J. Taylor got out in quite a hurry on a line. This was a high, towering fly ball towards the top of the light pole and straightaway left field. In fact, maybe even grazed it, as this also cleared the back wall. Home run number 4 on the year for Howe. RBIs 13, make that 12, 13, and 14. As that brings up Jack Simonson to the plate now. So a tough start here for the Sabre Dogs, as that brings up the 7-hole man. First pitch, misses down low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Sabre Dogs really haven't found themselves in a spot like this before this year, down by 5 after a couple of home runs, in fact, early on, but have been able to battle back constantly this year, as the next pitch is outside and low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And the good news is they have plenty of time to work with here, as they haven't even come to the plate yet tonight. Again, just the top of the first inning, 5-0 Fremont your score. Curly winds and fires, 2-0, swinging a chopper, fouled straight back, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Simonson out in front of a curveball right there. He did drive in a run yesterday, now has 6 runs batted in on the year. They came on an RBI single back in the 5th inning to drive in Taylor Howe, who happened to just leave the yard. Curly turns, kicks, and fires his 2-1. Fastball misses outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, here with 1 out. Left fielder Caden Schwabe playing very deep, just about 10 feet in front of the track. Greer straight up in center field. Same story for Breedwell. Next pitch is a breaking ball that backs up and misses outside, 4 ball 4. First walk allowed of the night from Corley, as that'll send Simonson to first base. And here comes head coach Alex Miklos. Make that Michael Newstrom, it looks like. Excuse me, no, that is Alex Miklos coming out to the mound to talk to Braden Corley right here. Has hit 2 batters, now a walk, has given up 2 home runs as well. 3 extra base hits if you include the double from Baskin, as the 8-hole hitter Ryan Koski will be due up here with runners on first, with a runner on first base and 1 out. Peyton Leeper, the shortstop, on deck, and then it'll be the top of the order for Souris Valley after that. When we go to the bottom of the first inning, it'll be Kaden Schwab, Justin Cooper, and Alan Greer, 1, 2, and 3, of course, as the Sabre Dogs have yet to swing the sticks tonight. As Miklos having a long conversation with Hannigan and Corley on the mound, the home plate umpire tonight, and Paul Sedekase going to try and split them up, trying to speed up the pace of play. Your umpires for tonight, Tony Archina in the field, Paul Sedekase behind the plate, a swap of what we saw last night. So Miklos will head back to the first base dugout now. Koski digs in, hitting .250, 2 homers. Make that no homers, 5 RBIs. Koski did not get the start last night, but came into the game as a defensive substitution in right field for Luke White. Luke White started at first base, got pinch, ran for. Koski took over for Howe in right field, then Taylor Howe was moved to first. Koski watched that bowling walk-off home run fly over his head, in fact. So the first pitch is on its way, misses inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. This Fremont Moo team, as we mentioned, one of the best offensively in the Expedition League. First in slugging, 4th in on base, 2nd in hits, 3rd in runs. Corley from the stretch, 1-0. Breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Also at top of the league in home runs as well, and they put that on full display here through 4+ games against Souris Valley. 1-1 pitch, swinging a soft chopper to third. Bowling charges, picks up long hop. Will step across and throw the long way to first base. That's in time to retire Koski for out number 2. 5-3 put out. Simonson moves to second base on the play. So he'll be in scoring position now, but the good news for Souris Valley is that there are 2 outs. It's going to bring up the 9th man to the plate and the 9-hole hitter in the shortstop, Peyton Leeper. Looking to keep this inning alive, maybe drive in run number 6 here for Fremont. And if there's anything more characteristic of this series, it would be the Sabre Dogs finding a way to come back quite soon. Already down by 5 here in the top of the first. First pitch on the way is a breaking ball. Good spot at the knees, outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Runner on second base in Simonson will be going on contact here. The right fielder tonight has decent speed. Corley from the stretch, third base side. Lifts and delivers the 0-1 pitch in the way. Swinging a high fly ball, deep left field again. This one's going back. This one is gone. Third home run of the inning for the Fremont Moo as they take a convincing 7-run lead here in the top of the first inning. For Leeper, that is home run number 2 on the year. RBIs 9 and 10. 3 long balls in this frame as he crosses home plate and bumps helmets with Jack Simonson. So a tough debut here for Braden Corley, who's allowed 7 runs on 4 hits, no errors, thanks to 3 long balls. And this one cleared the back wall as well. If you're standing out behind that wall right now, you better take cover with the Fremont Moo. Swinging it aggressively tonight is the first pitch on the way to Morphew. Is swung on and flied into the air to deep left field again, but Schwabe will run over to his right, camp underneath and in front of the track to make the catch to retire the side. The Fremont Moo send 10 men to the plate here in the top of the first inning, bring around 7 runs to score on 4 hits, no errors, no runners left on. Sabre Dogs out to look to dig out of this hole as we head to the bottom of the first inning. They're coming up for the first time tonight here at Corbett Field.
This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that Planet Pizza is celebrating 25 years in the Magic City this summer. Stop in and try award-winning pizza and wings. Vest up for some laser tag or aim for a jackpot on one of our 50 arcade games. We got fun for everyone. Visit planetpizzaND.com for more details.
Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. 0 fatalities, 0 excuses.
This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that Planet Pizza is celebrating 25 years in the Magic City this summer. Stop in and try award-winning pizza and wings. Vest up for some laser tag or aim for a jackpot on one of our 50 arcade games. We got fun for everyone. Visit planetpizzaND.com for more details.
Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. 0 fatalities, 0 excuses.
This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that Planet Pizza is celebrating 25 years.
Welcome back to Corbett Field, bottom half of the first inning. 7-0 Fremont after 3 long balls in the top of the first inning. Let's take a look once again at the starting lineup for your Souris Valley Sabre Dogs tonight. Leading off in left field will be Kaden Schwab, followed by Justin Cooper, Alan Greer, Drew Miller, Colin Hannigan, Ethan Moore, Dalton Bowling, the hero from last night, Jaden Schaefer, and then Jared Breedwell to round out the 9. Here's Caden Schwab to lead it off against Brody Sintek, a familiar face after the Sabre Dogs saw him back on June 26 last weekend. Tossed a gem. Went 6 innings, allowed 3 earned runs in the Moo win. 7 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Currently has a 4-1 record with a 4.45 ERA. First pitch to Schwabe is a fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Sintek has just walked 6 batters to those 29 strikeouts. A whip of 1.34, limiting opponents to a batting average of 284. 0-1, swing to ground ball, south of the hit, up the middle, past a diving leaper into center field for a base hit. So a good start here for Souris Valley. Caden Schwabe now 5 for his last 5 in this series as he opens things up with a single. He came into tonight's ballgame tied with Bo Brewer for the league lead in batting average. And with that, he surpasses Mr. Brewer with that single to center field. You got to imagine he's ready to run here. 39 stolen bags on the year, which also leads the league. Here's Justin Cooper hitting .364, a homer, 15 RBIs. Had a good night last night as well, 3 for 5, 3 runs batted in. First pitch from Sintek is a fastball that runs inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Cooper's big hit came in the 8th inning, a 2-run single to left center field to bring around 2 runs to score and tie the game at 7-7 in the 8th. Sintek from the stretch, his 1-0. Swinging a chopper down the third base side and foul, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sintek out of Wayne State College, 6 feet tall, 195 pounds. Hometown, a local kid, Fremont, Nebraska. Have a couple of Sabre Dogs from Fremont, but not Fremont, Nebraska, Fremont, California. A lot of the San Jose State guys out of that area. As Syntek leans it for the sign. Schwabe takes his lead from first base, a healthy one indeed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cooper shows bunt, pulls back, takes a fastball upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike with nobody out. As we mentioned on deck, Alan Greer, Bo Brewer getting his first day off of the year this season. Has played in all 33 games this season for Souris Valley, getting a much-deserved day off. 2-1, fastball, outside corner, strike, snap throw to first base. Schwabe gets back in safely. Count now runs even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now, I say day off, but Bo Brewer very likely will be used off the bench if the Sabre Dogs need him in a big spot. Down by 7 right now. They have a lot of work to do, but looking to create a threat right here. Schwabe at first base, nobody out. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Justin Cooper. Syntek from the stretch delivers the 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball down, away ball 3. Count now runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Third baseman Callahan a couple steps behind the bag. Middle infielders in double play depth. That's the shortstop, Leaper, and second baseman Baskin. Schwabe takes a big lead from first base. Syntek from the stretch. There goes Schwabe pitching the ways. A fastball inside for ball 4. Cooper will take the walk, a rarity against Syntek, who has walked just 6 in 34 and 1/3 of an innings work. First and second, nobody out here for the Sabre Dogs. That'll bring up Alan Greer to the plate with a chance to chip into this early 7-run deficit. Greer having a great year, 308, 2 homers, 31 RBIs, 24 stolen bags on the year. Was 1 for 4 yesterday with a triple, and it was a big one. Came back in the 9th inning, the bottom of the 9th. Led off that frame with a hard ground ball inside the first base bag that rolled towards the right field corner. Set the tone for what was a dramatic comeback in that bottom of the 9th inning. Looks like the catcher in Howe is getting a new belt. Maybe his last one snapped. So there will be a little bit of a delay here as Alan Greer hovers around the batter's circle now, walks back into the right-hander's batter's box. Good RBI man this year. Remember, that was him hitting in the 2 spot. Big reason likely because Caden Schwabe is always on base and always a threat to be in scoring position with his speed. Greer has been able to take advantage of that and has executed in several spots. Wind blowing in from straightaway center. First pitch from Syntek on the way. Fastball, a strike at the knees, outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. So 7 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Moon. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for Souris Valley. Schwabe takes his lead from second base. Cooper from first. Syntek, a long look in, now comes set again. He pauses at the chest. Kicks and fires. The 0-1 pitch on the way. In the dirt, blocked by the catcher Howe. Aggressive secondary from Schwabe at second, but he'll hold as he retreats back to second base. 2 balls, 1 strike to count now here with nobody out. Make that 1 ball, 1 strike. As Greer digs back into the right-hander's batter's box. The 1-1. Swinging a ground ball, left side, fielded by Callahan. The third baseman goes to second for 1. Baskin's relay to first base is wide and gets to the backstop. Coming around third to score is Schwabe. Greer pedaling into second base as he slides in safely. So there's a run on the board for Souris Valley. Cuts the deficit to 6. It's now 7-1. Here in the bottom of the first inning, and this was an easy double play. Callahan fielded it cleanly through an accurate throw to the second baseman Baskin for the force. Baskin's throw faded well arm side as it took the first baseman E.J. Taylor well off the bag towards home plate. Rolled into foul territory as it hit the wall behind first base, which allowed Caden Schwabe to score. So that'll be a 5-4 fielder's choice, and E4 allows Greer to get to second base and Schwabe to score. So here comes Drew Miller to the plate now. Greer in scoring position. As the Sabre Dogs look to add on and chip into this deficit right here. Miller 1 for 4 yesterday with an RBI, hitting .255, 3 homers, 22 RBIs. Lefty on right. Syntek from the stretch. First pitch, breaking ball, misses outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Game 2 of 3 here between the Fremont Moo and the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs here tonight. Both teams battling very tightly the last 4 games they've played each other as the next pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 2. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Greer takes a walking lead from second. Third baseman Callahan even with the bag at third base. Playing off the bag by about 10 feet as well. As the 0-1 is on its way from Syntax. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Miller out in front of a changeup. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Colin Hannigan, the catcher, on deck. That'll be Ethan Moore. 1 run in here in the bottom of the first for Souris Valley. 1 out. 7-1 Moo your score. A lot of action so far here at Corbett Field as Syntax comes set from the stretch. Kicks and delivers. The 1-2 on the way. Breaking ball misses down away ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No one up in the Sabre Dogs bullpen, so Corley likely will come out for the second inning as well. Syntax from the first base side. First base side of the rubber comes set. 1-2. Fastball up and away, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here with 1 out. Syntax leans in. Ball in his right hand, glove tucked into his front knee. Comes set, first base side. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a high fly ball left field. Racing in is Koski, going back as the shortstop leaper. It's the shortstop leaper who makes the galloping grab in shallow left field for out number 2. Had to cover a lot of ground heading straight back. The left fielder and Koski got a tough jump on this one. Taking a step back, then started to sprint in late. Shortstop leaper making up for that, making a nice backhanded grab. So 2 outs now. Greer still at second base. Here's Colin Hannigan coming to the plate, greeted by a loud round of applause. He has a lot of family in town from the Houston area. Looking to pick up a base hit for them, maybe an RBI as well right here. First pitch from Syntax. Fastball in the dirt, down low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Greer will be going on contact at second base here with 2 away. Again, 7-1 Fremont, your score here in the bottom of the first inning after 3 home runs for Fremont in that first frame. 1-0 pitch, breaking ball, outside corner, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So for Corley, he's going to look to settle back in that second inning after giving up those 7 runs. If he does come out, just trying to keep the deficit as low as possible. This Sabre Dogs offense is more than capable of scoring 7 as there's a swing and a ground ball wide at third, fielded by Callahan to his left. He spins and throws accurately to first base to retire. Hannigan by 2 steps to retire the side. Sabre Dogs pick up 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, 1 runner left on. We're heading to the top of the second. All Fremont so far as they lead 7-1.
Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a 15K camper giveaway. If a Sabre Dogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today.
This is Bo Brewer for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that there is a reason why Slim Chicken hangs guitars on their walls and plays the blues. It's the same reason why they only serve you 100% all-natural chicken tenders. It's the way they like it. There's a reason why they treat you like family and serve food just like you would at home. Because you deserve it that way. And there's a reason it's made fresh when you order and served hot, because that is their promise to you. Come see us at Slim Chickens or order online at slimchickens.com.
Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a 15K camper giveaway. If a Sabre Dogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today.
This is Bo Brewer for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that there is a reason why Slim Chicken hangs guitars on their walls and plays the blues. It's the same reason why they only serve you 100% all-natural chicken tenders. It's the way they like it. There's a reason why they treat you like family and serve food just like you would at home. Because you deserve it that way. And there's a reason it's made fresh when you order and served hot, because that is their promise to you. Come see us at Slim Chickens or order online at slimchickens.com.
Top half of this second inning. Welcome back to Corbett Field. 7-1 Fremont, your score. Middle game of this 3-game set. Sabre Dogs and the Fremont Moo, 2 of the Expedition League's best offensive ball clubs. Here's Braden Corley out for his second inning of work, looking to settle down after facing 10 batters in the first and allowing 7 runs. He winds his first pitch on the way to Austin Baskin as a fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Souris Valley picked up 1 run at the bottom of the first, was aided by a throwing error from the second baseman to Baskin. Allowed Schwabe to score. The next pitch is a breaking ball down low in the dirt. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Baskin, Taylor, and Reller, 2, 3, and 4 due up here against Corley. He winds and fires. The 1-1 pitch is swung on its sawed off the fist, scrambled on the third base line and foul. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Very hot day at the ballpark. A lot of the players, a lot of the fans wearing wet towels on their head. Sean Hickey in the first base dugout wearing a towel over his head right now. Very likely soaked in waters. The next pitch is a breaking ball down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Baskin doubled in the first inning. Came around to score on that home run, the 2-run shot from E.J. Taylor. Here's the wind, the 2-2 on the way, swinging a hard ground ball to third, fielded on a hop by Bowling as he steps to his left, sets his feet, throws to first base. That is in time to retire Baskin for out number 1. So a much better start here for Corley as he looks to get through this inning quickly. Again, his pace has been very fast. Throwing a lot of strikes as well. He did hit 2 batters and walk 1, but the majority of the damage done on the long ball. The first of which came from this man right here, E.J. Taylor, who had a 2-run shot back in that first inning, a missile out to left field. Seemed like it got out in a millisecond. As Corley from the third base side covers his face with his glove as he winds and fires the first pitch on the way. Looked like an off-speed pitch down and in the strike zone at the knees. No balls, 1 strike. Brock Reller on deck here. Corley already set third base side. Wide open stance for the right-handed Taylor. Corley. Long hold this time as he pauses in front of his face. Turns and tosses the 0-1. Fastball. Misses upstairs. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here with 1 out. 7 runs, 4 hits, an error for Fremont. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors for Souris Valley. Corley from the wind. Turns and tosses the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball right back to Corley, who fields it to his right. Will sprint over to first base. Shorten up and flip over to the first baseman, Schaefer, in time for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the second inning. A 1-3 put out, which will send Brock Reller to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on. Reller was hit by a pitch in the first inning, came around to score on the 3-run shot from Taylor Howe. Reller was hit by a pitch yesterday as well. Sabre Dogs have not allowed a hit against him, but have put him on 3 times, being ultra conservative with him given the fact that he's one of the league's most powerful hitters, leading the league in home runs. The first pitch is a breaking ball into the dirt, blocked by the catcher, Hannigan, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Austin Callahan on deck. This is a deep Fremont Moo lineup when you have E.J. Taylor, Brock Reller, and Austin Callahan in the middle of your lineup. So the next pitch is swung on and fouled straight back. Nicks off the glove with the catcher, Hannigan. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Taylor hitting .390, Reller hitting .415, Callahan hitting .344. They have combined for 21 home runs. And just about 75 RBIs. 1-1 pitch is swung on and fouled straight back. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Then you look at Austin Baskin, who's hitting a casual .317, batting second. Morphy leading off, hitting .314. Hal hitting 6th, batting .315. That's right, the first 6 batters in their order hitting above .300. And that's not talking about the power numbers, which are even more impressive. The team's leading the league in slugging at .466. 1-2, swinging a soft line drive, shallow right field. Breedwell racing in. He's going to have to play it on a hop. So that will plunk in for a base hit for Brock Reller, his first of the series. After going 0 for 3 yesterday. Again, a breaking ball running down away from him. Threw the bat out there and hit a soft looper off the end of the bat that dropped in front of Breedwell in right field. Just the 5th hit of the night for Fremont as it comes in the top of the second. So here does come Austin Callahan. He was hit by a pitch as well back in that first inning where Corley was struggling a little bit with that breaking ball command. We'll look to settle it back in right here. Lefty on left. Shortstop Cooper ranging up the middle. Second baseman Moore about straight up. Corley leans in, comes set, third base side. 2 outs. Reller will be going on contact as the pitch is on its way. Breaking ball outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. 2 up for Souris Valley in the top, banked at the bottom of the second inning will be 6, 7, and 8. Ethan Moore, Dalton Bowling, and Jaden Schaefer. Corley from the stretch, third base side, pauses at the chest, kicks and fires the 0-1. Breaking ball to dirt, nice pick by the catcher Hannigan to keep that in front of him. Ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Game 3, the finale of the series will be tomorrow at 5:35, and if the Moo can hold on to this lead, that would be a rubber match. The winner would take the series, just like they did last weekend. 1-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sabre Dogs, of course, taking that series with a dramatic 15-12 victory last Sunday. Is Callahan Slowly digs back into the left-hander's batter's box. Reller takes his lead from first base. Corley peers in, now comes set, third base side. Lifts and delivers, the 1-2 on the way. Swing and a foul straight back. Count will hold at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here but 2 outs. Wind now blowing out hard towards right center, so for a left-hander like Callahan at the plate, if he can elevate a ball into that jet stream, likely gets an extra lift of carry. And we've already seen the ball fly out tonight at a very quick rate. 3 home runs so far here for Fremont. Corley, third base side, comes set again. Reller takes his lead from first. Corley kicks and delivers, the 1-2 on the way. Swinging a high fly ball deep right center field. Greer ranging back towards the track. Looking up, this one's gone. Right on cue, Austin Callahan sends a ball into the jet stream in deep right center and hits the 4th home run of the night for Fremont as they extend their lead to 8. It's now 9-1 here in the top of the second inning for Callahan. 7th home run of the year, RBIs 40 and 41. My goodness, what a shot out to right center field. Deeper part of this ballpark. Again, shallow down the lines, 316. But as it gets closer and closer to 410 and straightaway center, it becomes that much more difficult to hit it out. As Callahan rode it out towards deep right center field. So base is now empty. 2 runs in here. Here comes Taylor Howe to the plate. Howe, 1 for 1 with that towering 3-run home run back in the first inning. Corley from the third base side. The rubber comes set. Looking for a rebound as he turns, kicks, and fires. First pitch swung on and fly into the air. Straightaway right field, now drifting on Breedwell as he races to his right. Makes the catch in front of the track as that will retire the side. The move, bring around 2 more to score on the 2-run shot from Austin Callahan, their 4th round tripper of the evening. Let's head to the bottom of the second. Sabre Dogs have some work to do, down by 8, trailing 9-1 here at Corbett Field.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a 15K camper giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today.
This is Bo Brewer for the Souris Valley SaberDogs, reminding you that there is a reason why Slim Chicken hangs guitars on their walls and plays the blues. It's the same reason why they only serve you 100% all-natural chicken tenders. It's the way they like it. There is a reason why they treat you like family and serve food just like you would at home. Because you deserve it that way. And there's a reason it's made fresh when you order and served hot, because that is their promise to you. Come see us at Slim Chickens or order online at slimchickens.com.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a 15K camper giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today.
This is Bo Brewer for the Souris Valley SaberDogs, reminding you that there is a reason why Slim Chicken hangs guitars on their walls and plays the blues. It's the same reason why they only serve you 100% all-natural chicken tenders. It's the way they like it. There is a reason why they treat you like family and serve food just like you would at home. Because you deserve it that way. And there's a reason it's made fresh when you order and served hot, because that is their promise to you. Come see us at Slim Chickens or order online at slimchickens.com.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot.
Bottom half of the second inning, 9-1. Fremont, your score, adding on the Austin Callahan 2-run shot out to right center field. Here comes Brody Sintak for inning number 2 of work, and he's inherited quite a cushion, up by 8 now. He's going to get 6, 7, and 8 here in the Souris Valley order. Welcome back, Ethan Moore, back in the lineup for the first time since July 1st, a couple of days ago, back on Thursday. Had an incredible game back on Wednesday as he swings at the first pitch, grounds at the short, picked on the short hop by Leaper, steps across, throws to first base, pick on the back end by E.J. Taylor, picked cleanly in time for route number 1. Nice play as Moore is retired on the first pitch. 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning. As that brings up Dalton Bowling to the plate. Bowling looking to ride off some of the momentum from last night after playing hero, hitting a missile out to right field that just snuck over the wall in straightaway right field for one of the biggest hits we'll see this season. As the first pitch is a fastball, middle third of the plate, strike one. No balls, one strike. And off the bat, it looked like it was going to get over the head of Koski, the right fielder at the time, as the 0-1 is a breaking ball in the dirt, ball one. One ball, one strike. And if it got over Koski's head, Declan Buckle was likely scoring to tie the game. But this ball had a lot of late carry to it, continued to backspin. Once it got over that wall, I think everyone in the ballpark was quite surprised. The next pitch is down and away, ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike. It was hit on the button incredibly hard, but very low off the ground. As the wind and fire, the 2-1 is a fastball. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to count here with 1 out. And once it cleared the wall, Bowling, who had just touched first base, pointed his finger up the air, faced his dugout, celebrated with them. So the 3-1 pitch is on its way. Fastball runs outside for ball 4, gets away from the catcher. Howe rolls towards the first base dugout, and this is going to be grabbed by the catcher and Howe right before it gets into the dugout. Nice play by him, as if that does roll in to the Sabre Dogs' home. That would have pushed Bowling to second base. So he's at first after the walk. The third base runner of the evening for Souris Valley. Second walk allowed by Syntac. That brings up Jaden Schaefer at the first baseman to the plate. Schaefer was 1 for 3 with a couple of RBIs back in his last ball game. And 222 now with 12 RBIs, 3 stolen bases. As the first pitch is on its way. Fastball down, away ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So now 9 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Moo. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors for Souris Valley. Your line score. Third baseman Callahan even with the bag at third base. Playing well off the bag to his left is the 1-0 as a strike with fastball inside corner. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Middle infielders ranging up the middle. Again, that's Leaper at short, Baskin at second. Left fielder and Koski taking a couple steps towards left center. A lot of room down that left field line for Schaefer. 1-1 pitch. Swinging a chopper off the plate. It will roll straight back and foul. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On deck for Souris Valley, the right fielder, the 9-hole hitter, Jared Breedwell. Then they'll be at the top of the Sabre Dogs lineup in Caden Schwabe. Syntac leads it for the sign. Bowling takes his lead. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fastball. Make that maybe an off-speed pitch. Outside by a smidge. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sabre Dogs will conclude the homestand tomorrow with the series finale against the Moo. We'll have Monday off. Then we'll head over to Dickinson for a 2-game set against the Big Sticks. A very different look of a Big Sticks team than we saw last time out as the next pitch runs outside. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Big Six now overall in the season when you combine the first and second half, 17-14. Climbing all the way back from a 2-9 start. Syntac from the stretch. Payoff pitch in the way is a fastball on the inside corner for strike 3. Close call is Schaefer. Took a couple steps towards first base. He'll be sent back to the dugout for out number 2. Strikeout number 1 of the night for Syntac. So that brings up the 9-hole hitter, Jared Breedwell, to the plate. So Breedwell digs back into the right-hander's batter's box. Straight up stance from the right side. Bowling takes his lead from first. The first pitch on the way, swinging a hard ground ball to short. Fielded on a couple of hops by the shortstop Leaper, who will shovel to the second baseman Baskin, covering second base, as that will retire the side. 6-4 fielder's choice concludes the second. That sends us to the top of the third at 9-1 Fremont, your score.
Start planning your summer road trips with a brand new camper and truck. Head to Four Bears Casino now, play your favorite slots, and earn entries for their July 3rd truck and camper giveaway. It's your chance to win a decked out camper and 2021 pickup with full towing package. Plus, get your tickets for Dwight Yoakam live in concert June 19th and enjoy water fun on a yacht tour of Lake Sakakawea or a splash in their water park. Check out all the fun on their website, all at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown.
Life is all about moments, big moments, small moments, and those moments you just can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Start planning your summer road trips with a brand new camper and truck. Head to Four Bears Casino now, play your favorite slots, and earn entries for their July 3rd truck and camper giveaway. It's your chance to win a decked out camper and 2021 pickup with full towing package. Plus, get your tickets for Dwight Yoakam live in concert June 19th and enjoy water fun on a yacht tour of Lake Sakakawea or a splash in their water park. Check out all the fun on their website, all at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown.
Top half of the third inning, 9-1 Fremont your score. Braden Corley out for his third inning of work, 7 and 8 and 9 due up here for the Moo. Now, earlier in the broadcast, I said by 8 o'clock it was supposed to get down to 90 degrees. I guess I don't have a future in being a weatherman because it's 99 degrees now here at 7:45 local time here in Minot. As the first pitch is a breaking ball chopped to the third base side, fielded by Bowling to his left, sets his feet, throws across the first base in time for out number one. Good start for Corley. One pitch, one out here in the top of the third. Now, Ballard Ackleway, our producer, our fantastic producer next to us, we're both pretty hot up here. We have a fan. We brought a fan in for the first time this season, and it's helping a little bit, but it's quite toasty up here.
Yeah, unfortunately, the fan, I'm right behind the fan, so I'm not really getting any of the wind from the fan. But I'm about 3 or 4 buttons down on my Gary Carter Expos 1982 Expos jersey.
Fantastic jerseys. The first pitch on the way. Tchaikovsky is a fast before a strike. No balls, one strike.
It's 99 degrees outside right now. And
imagine what it's like on the turf right now. Probably up towards 105 as Corley delivers the 0-1. Swinging a soft chopper up the middle. Cooper charging. Picks it. No, off his wrist as it rolls in front of him. Back behind the pitcher's mound for an infield single, very likely for Koski. We'll see what they rule that one. Tough play for Cooper. Had to charge it aggressively knowing that Koski runs well.
Yeah, you could. God bless you. Yeah, no, you couldn't pay me enough to be out there on that turf right now.
They're going to give him an infield single on that. So he'll take first base here with one down. That brings up Peyton Leeper, the shortstop, to the plate. No, and it's very toasty. We've seen some hot days here in Minot, North Dakota. It's been gradually getting hotter. As the first pitch on the way is swung on and fouled off the catcher and Hannigan for strike one. No balls and one strike. Earlier in the week, it was about 90 degrees or so, upper 80s portion of the thermometer. Yesterday, it was up towards 93, 94, quite humid. Now we got 99 here as we approach 8 o'clock. Really, really impressive stuff as the 0-1 pitch is a fastball to the knees, inside corner, strike two. No balls, 2 strikes to count. And the players go by the mantra, the dogs are hot. Well, Minot's hot right now.
They are hot right now.
They are. Corley leads it for the side, third base side. Comes set at the chest. Koski takes his lead from first. The 0-2 is swung on and hit on the line out to left field. Schwab takes a couple steps back and to his right. He'll jump up in the air in front of the track to make the catch for out number 2. Looks like Leeper caught that one a little bit off the end of the bat right there. Thought that might have carried out. And when you see 4 home runs leave the yard in the first 2 innings, any fly ball of any sort looks like it's leaving the yard. But Corbett Field was able to hold that one in. So here's the top of the order for Fremont. Darian Morphew up to the plate for his third plate appearance through the first 3 innings of this ball game. Corley looking for his first scoreless inning of work this evening here. Koski takes his lead from first. Lefty on right. Corley from the third base side of the rubber, set at the chest. Kicks, fires. First pitch, a fastball on the outside corner. Strike one. No balls, 1 strike. And I got to give you a lot of credit, Ballard. Again, for those of you that don't know, the wonderful camera angles, the wonderful graphics, the wonderful sequencing of the camera angles. Ballard Ackleway is responsible for all of that. He's done a fantastic job this year as he continues to paint the picture quite literally here on YouTube for Souris Valley Sabre Dogs baseball. Next pitch is a fastball up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Morphew 0 for 2.
Jaden Lopez down there.
Jaden Lopez as well, our cameraman. How did I forget about Jaden? Jaden has been truly fantastic. Jaden has gotten some really great shots this year for us as well. Lefty on left, Corley from the stretch, third base side. Kicks and delivers the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 2. Morphew out in front of that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Decent crowd on hand tonight. About 60-70% of the grandstands behind home plate filled up. First base VIP section full of fans. Corley from the stretch. Runner goes 1-2. Swinging a ground ball wide to first. Rager to his left at the second baseman. Ethan Morrow picks it up, slings it from the outfield grass to first base. That is in time to retire the side. Good inning for Corley, his best of the night as he posts his first 0 on the scoreboard as that ends the top of the third inning. Let's head to the bottom of the third. Your score, Fremont 9, Souris Valley 1.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop by Corbett Field on Friday, July 2nd to see the boys in their Friday night whites as they take on the reigning Expedition League champion Fremont Moo. Souris River Brewing Company will be giving away a free pint glass to the first 500 fans to enter the ballpark. Make sure to arrive early as gates open at 6:05 with first pitch slated for 7:05. SaberDog fans, be sure to stop by.
We all protect what we love. It's instinct. We do everything we can to keep our loved ones safe, and they do everything to keep us safe. Seatbelts save lives. It's an indisputable fact, and buckling up is something we all can do.
Buckle up, Dad.
Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up. Every trip, every time. Brought to you by the North Dakota Department of Transportation through Vision Zero.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop by Corbett Field on Friday, July 2nd to see the boys in their Friday night whites as they take on the reigning Expedition League champion Fremont Moo. Souris River Brewing Company will be giving away a free pint glass to the first 500 fans to enter the ballpark. Make sure to arrive early as gates open at 6:05 with first pitch slated for 7:05.
We all protect what we love. It's instinct. We do everything we can to keep our loved ones safe, and they do everything to keep us safe. Seatbelts save lives.
Bottom half of the third inning, 9-1 Fremont. Top of the lineup, due up for the SaberDogs. Caden Schwabe comes to the plate for the second time tonight. His Syntac will face this lineup for the second time as well. He winds and fires. His first pitch is a fastball upstairs, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Schwabe singled back in the first inning, ground ball up the middle. Came around to score on the errant throw from the second baseman Baskin on a potential double play ball. His next pitch is at the knees with a fastball, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. And we talk about Bo Brewer as an MVP front runner this year, and he absolutely is. Fantastic numbers. It's the 1-1 pitch is a fastball that runs outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. But Kaden Schwabe also deserves plenty of recognition. Top of the league in batting average now after a single in the first inning. 39 stolen bags. So the 2-1 is down and in with a fastball, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. He's a catalyst at the top of this lineup for Souris Valley, and basically every time he reaches first base, whether it be via the walk or a single, it turns into a double, sometimes a triple, because he's able to steal those bags. The next pitch is down and in for ball 4. Schwabe hops out of the way as he trots over to the first base. So a walk to Caden Schwabe to open up the third. He's now reached base twice tonight. Third walk allowed by Syntac this evening. That brings up Justin Cooper, the first to be handed a free pass back in this ballgame. That came all the way in the bottom of the first inning. Again, 9-1 Fremont, your score. 4 home runs for the Moo tonight. Third baseman Callahan well in front of the bag at third base. Cut of the infield turf is the first pitch. It's a fastball that misses outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. The Fremont Moo, the reigning Expedition League champions from 2020, beat the Big Sticks in 3 games. There's a move over to first base. No pickoff attempt. Throw from Syntac. Schwabe gets back in safely. Cooper digs back at the right-hander's batter's box. Syntac from the first base side. Fires the 1-0. Swinging a ground ball, softly hit right side. Baskin charges, flips it to the shortstop and leaper for 1. The relay to first base, there will be none as he puts it in his pocket. Safe at first is Cooper, who has good speed. There'll be a 4-6 fielder's choice to eliminate Schwabe from the base paths. Of course, Cooper safe at first base. Here's Alan Greer, grounded into a fielder's choice as well. That came back in that first inning, 5-4. Allowed Schwabe to score after the errant throw from the second baseman Baskin. That also pushed Greer into second base, but would be stranded after Miller popped out and Hannigan grounded out to third. Righty on right. First pitch on the way to Greer. Swung and grounded Harley to the right side. Passed an outstretched Baskin into right field for a base hit. Cooper will stop at second. A base hit for Alan Greer. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Second hit of the series. Now 2 for 6 here in this set against the Moo, as that brings up Drew Miller to the plate with a chance to get the SaberDogs at least a couple runs more here and thin out that deficit here as they trail by 8. Miller having a good homestand. Was 1 for 4 yesterday with an RBI. Of course, had the big home run in the series finale against Fremont. Miller was involved in a scary play yesterday where he rolled his ankle on second base. Talked to him after the game. He said he was all right. As Syntac comes set from the stretch, pitch on the way is swung on and missed for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. He was stealing second base. It ended up being safe, his 14th stolen base on the year. And he got such a good jump. He was running down to second, and the shortstop deked him, made him think that he didn't need to get in with a slide. So he started to stand up, then saw the shortstop receiving the ball. Decided to slide late, and he rolled his ankle. As the next pitch is on the outside corner, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. But he was able to stay in the game, which is the good news, and he's back in the lineup here tonight. Cooper takes his lead from second. Greer from first. Both have great speed. It's Syntec. Long look into his catcher, and Howe as he gets the sign. He's set first base side. From the slide step, delivers the 0-2. Fastball misses down away, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count here with 1 away. Miller now sporting the goatee this season. Shaved it in back a couple days ago. Hit the home run, I believe, on the first night with the goatee. The game-tying home run against Pierre back on Thursday night. So you got to imagine he's going to keep it. The 1-2 is a breaking ball hit on the ground. Right side, Baskin to his left, goes to second for 1. Now the shortstop and leaper is going to be keeping his foot on the bag. So out at second base will be Alan Greer. And again, this was a tough play for him right here as he was covering the second base bag. The second baseman, Baskin, gave him a tough throw. Looked like he almost dragged his foot off the bag as he caught it, but according to the field umpire, Tony Archina, he did keep that foot on. So that'll be another 4-6 fielder's choice, second of the inning. That sends Justin Cooper to the third. Miller safe at first base. Runners at the corners, 2 outs for Colin Hannigan, who's 0 for 1 tonight with a ground out to third. Syntec from the stretch, first base side. His first pitch is swung on and grounded softly to the shortstop and leaper. He picks it up, flips it to the second baseman, Baskin covering the bag. That will retire the side. The inning of fielder's choices. So the Sabre Dogs strand runners at the corners here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third inning. Set to the top of the fourth, middle third of this ball game coming up, all Fremont tonight as they lead it 9-1.
This is Caden Schwabe, an outfielder for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all of the exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need for the summer. Follow us at SV Sabre Dogs and use the hashtag ScoDogs.
Sabre Dogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July the right way. Come on down to Corbett Field to receive a free pair of USA-themed sunglasses. The first 120 to enter the ballpark will obtain these cool new sunglasses. Watch the Sabre Dogs take on the Fremont Moo at 5:35. Let's celebrate the 4th of July with your Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Don't forget to come rock in your red, white, and blue.
This is Kaden Schwab, an outfielder for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all of the exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need for the summer. Follow us at SV Sabre Dogs and use the hashtag ScoDogs.
Sabre Dogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July the right way. Come on down to Corbett Field to receive a free pair of USA-themed sunglasses. The first 120 to enter the ballpark will obtain these cool new sunglasses. Watch the Sabre Dogs take on the Fremont Moo at 5:35. Let's celebrate the 4th of July with your Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Don't forget to come rock in your red, white, and blue.
This is Kaden Schwab, an outfielder for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite...
Top half of the 4th inning. Braden Corley out for his 4th inning of work after a very good 3rd inning where he faced 4 batters. Posted his first scoreless inning of the ball game. He'll get 2, 3, and 4 now here in the Moo lineup. Austin Baskin. The second baseman will lead it off from the right side. First pitch. Misses outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 9-1 Fremont, your score here. As Corley comes set again. Turns, twists, and tosses the 1-0. Breaking ball bites the outer edge. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Sabre Dogs threatened. Had runners at the corners with 2 outs back in that bottom of the 3rd inning. Were not able to execute and bring around to run the score. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swinging a pop-up. First base side foul territory. Schaefer now sprinting back towards the right field line. Here comes Breedwell in. That's going to drop in for a base hit. He rolls into foul territory. Breedwell will get it back in quickly. So Baskin will pick up his second hit of the night. A single here in the top of the 4th inning as that opens up the frame. Here comes E.J. Taylor to the plate. And tough break from Corley. Threw a pitch running inside that got in on the hands of Baskin. Induced soft contact. It was just in the no man's land in shallow right field that dropped in for a base hit. So here comes E.J. Taylor. He's 1 for 2, a 2-run home run in the first, grounded out to the pitcher in Corley. Back in the second. Lefty on right here. Taylor playing at Corbett Field for the first time this year. We saw him in Fremont in all 3 games of the series, and he's a big right-hander that can hit the ball a long way and very hard. We saw that back in his first plate appearance. First pitch on the way is a fastball. Inside corner, strike one. Gets away from Hannigan, but holding at first base is Baskin. No balls, 1 strike here with nobody out. And really, this lineup is full of big bats here for Fremont. One of the main reasons why they've been so tight in the Clark division. While they're in third place, very close to first when they finish the first half as the 0-1 is swung on and popped up foul to the right side. Out of play, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. You got to imagine the wind blowing out tonight. We mentioned very hot here at the ballpark. It's definitely aiding some of the balls that have been hit out, but each and every one of them has been hit hard. It's likely would clear the yard either way. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. Swinging a hard ground ball right side. That's through into right field for a base hit. Trotting into second goes Baskin. Back-to-back singles here for the Moo. As that opens up the top of the 4th inning. First and second, nobody out. Good approach from Taylor right there. Second baseman Moore was raging up the middle in double play depth. And Moore, the ball through that 4-hole. It was hit hard as it steamed through the right side of the diamond to the right fielder in Breedwell's glove. So here's Reller, first and second. Couple of ducks on the pond for him. Picked up his first hit of the series back in the second. A soft looper in the shallow right field. Currently has 33 RBIs in the year. A couple more on base for him potentially. As Corley comes set from the stretch, delivers the first pitch. Breaking ball, down and away ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Corley trying to stick down and away to the lefties. Again, trying to catch Reller out in front, maybe to get him to roll over to the second baseman and Ethan Moore for a potential 4-6-3 double play. Baskin takes his lead from second, Taylor from first. Corley from the stretch, his 1-0. Fastball just misses down low, ball 2. Catcher Hannigan stuck it there for a couple of extra seconds trying to get the call. Hitters count now here for Reller. 2 balls, no strikes here with nobody out. No one currently up in the Sabre Dogs pen. Same story for the Fremont Moo bullpen. Reller, product of Minnesota Crookston, the 2-0. Breaking ball hit on a line out to deep right field. Breedwell ranging back to his left will make the catch for out number 1. And Reller hit that one on the button. Got to Breedwell out there in a hurry. Had a little bit of topspin on it. As it was twisting towards the ground, Breedwell was able to make the catch 1 away. Retreating back to second base goes Baskin. Taylor to first. Here comes another lefty, Austin Callahan, who took Corley deep for the 4th home run of the night for the Moo. The 7th home run of the year for Callahan. It was a deep drive out to right center field. Wind now blowing out towards straightaway center, a little bit towards right center as well. That was the direction that Callahan hit it. As it cleared the back wall in right center field, or I should say the front wall in right center field by about 10 feet. Corley from the stretch, third base side of the rubber at the chest. Kicks and delivers the pitch on the way. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 1. 0-1, caught Callahan on his heels right there as he was out in front. Slow bender from Corley as he climbs ahead. Center fielder and Greer shifting towards right center. Schwabe towards left center. Big gap, or I should say a lot of space down that left field line. Also a big gap between Schwabe and left and Greer in center. No balls, 1 strike to count, 1 out here. First and second, 9-1. Fremont your score. Corley set third base side. The 0-1 just misses off outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So we'll see how deep Corley goes into this ball game. Again, this is his first outing of the year. Back in school, his season high for innings pitched was 7 2/3. The one before that, 6. Both of those were his last 2 outings on February 28th and March 6th, respectively, against North Central Texas and Grayson College. 1 ball, 1 strike. Corley. Long hold. Kicks and delivers the pitch on the way. Breaking ball misses down away ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike here with 1 out. Taylor Howe, the catcher on deck, who's had a good series as well. Then it'll be Jack Simonson if the Moo can get that far. Wind continues to blow out towards right center as Corley leans for the sign, glove tucked into his stomach, ball behind his back. He's now set third base side. The 2-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball smacked down the first base line and foul for strike 2. Hard line drive as it rolls towards the right field corner in foul territory. Count now moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lance McDonald going full sprint down there in foul territory to retrieve that one. So 2 strikes here on Callahan for Corley. He's still looking for his first K of the night. Baskin takes his lead from second. Taylor from first base. Corley comes set, third base side. Stops at the chest as he pauses and delivers the 2-strike pitch. Swinging a pop-up, shallow left field, foul territory. Bowling the third baseman on his horse, Schwabe. It'll drop between them in foul ground as the count will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We mentioned the left fielder in Schwab was ranging a bit towards left center field, a long way for him to run. Bowling the third baseman, numbers faced towards the infield, was going full sprint. If he were to make this play, it would have been Willie Mays style, but it was about 5-10 feet out of his reach. Did sprint about 110 feet right there, however, as Callahan will head back to the left-hander's batter's box. Bowling back to third, Schwab back to left, Cooper back to short. Corley walks back up the hill, digs his left foot in the rubber, leans it for the sign. Lefty on left is Callahan, waves his bat in the direction of Corley, now lifts it above his left shoulder. Corley from the stretch, the 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball just misses down away, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and he really takes a lot off of that breaking ball right there. A slow bender. Has a lot of late drop on it. Vertical break downwards. Looking for a big out right here. Long look into the fingers of his catcher, Hannigan, going through multiple signs. He now comes set in agreement. The payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a foul straight back as it rolls off the roof of the home plate grandstands and into the parking lot. Count will stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that was one of the biggest storylines through the first half of the game for Fremont. One of the main reasons why they took the lead in the back middle third of that ball game is the long at-bats they had against Dominic Parkhurst were able to get him out of the game in the 5th. It was quality AB after quality AB, rising that pitch count up, putting him under a lot of pressure. Corley from the stretch again. His payoff pitch one more time, swinging a fly ball, left center field, fairly deep. Greer ranging back towards the track in left center. This one's down off the track. It'll hop over the wall for a ground rule double. That'll force in Austin Baskin from second base to score. An RBI double for Callahan, his 3rd RBI of the night, number 42 on the year. That extends the Moose lead to 9. They've hit double digits. It's now a 10-1 ball game. Moving to third in the play goes E.J. Taylor. Now will be second and third, 1 out. Nice piece of hitting from Callahan from the left side. Took it out of the yard to deep right center. This time, sees this one deep and almost clears the wall in left center. He can hit a high fly ball off the track. Greer had to cover a lot of ground as it continued to slice away from him. Again, a lot of late carry on this one as well. So here comes Taylor Howe to the plate now. Howe 1 for 2. That 3-run home run in the first, his only hit, a big one. So again, 10-1 Fremont, your score. The pitch on the way is swung on and popped up on the infield. Bowling charging in, ranging to his left. Now he'll make way to the shortstop, Cooper, who makes the catch on the cut of the infield turf with 2 hands for out number 2. So that'll hold Callahan at second base, Taylor at third. So that brings up Jack Simonson to the plate. So as we sit in the top of the 4th inning, the Moo have 10 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. The Sabre Dogs just 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. Simonson 0 for 1 tonight, grounded out to the third baseman, Bowling in his last plate appearance in the 3rd. Walked in the 1st, came around to score on the home run from Leeper. Here's the wind, the pitch on the way, so we're going to line drive, right center field. That one's down for a base hit as it rolls towards the gap. Callahan will score, so will Taylor, as this one is bobbled by Greer in center. Heading to second base is Simonson. He'll hold there. That'll be a 2-run double, runs numbers 2 and 3 in this inning. As the Moo extend their lead, it is now 12-1 here in the top of the 4th inning. First of the night for Simonson, RBIs numbers 7 and 8 on the year. A hard line drive at the gap in right center field. No doubt that both Taylor and Callahan were going to be able to score. Here comes the 7th man to the plate in this inning, Ryan Koski, who's 1 for 2. A ground out to third, singled back in the 3rd inning as well. Has 5 RBIs on the year. Simonson, in his potentiality, represents number 6. Here's the first pitch on the way. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by the catcher, Hannigan. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And again, no one up in the Sabre Dogs bullpen currently so far. Here for Braden Corley, he's allowed 12 runs through 3 2/3 of an inning's work. Shortstop Cooper taking a couple steps towards the 6-hole. Ethan Moore ranging up the middle, shifting the right-handed swinging Koski to pull. Simonson fresh off of the 2-run double takes his lead. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way, swinging a line drive, left center field. Greer raging in into his right. He'll make the running catch in the gap in left center, as that will retire the side. Big inning for the Moos. They send 7 men to the plate, bring around 3 runs to score on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on. We're heading to the bottom of the 4th inning. 12-1 Fremont, your score. Ethan Moore will lead it off for Souris Valley when we come back.
This is Caden Schwab, an outfielder for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all of the exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need for the summer. Follow us at SV Sabre Dogs and use the hashtag SCODogs.
Sabre Dogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July the right way. Come on down to Corbett Field to receive a free pair of USA-themed sunglasses. The first 120 to enter the ballpark will obtain these cool new sunglasses. Watch the Sabre Dogs take on the Fremont Moo at 5:35. Let's celebrate the 4th of July with your Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Don't forget to come rock in your red, white, and blue.
This is Kaden Schwab, an outfielder for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all of the exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need for the summer. Follow us at SV Sabre Dogs and use the hashtag SCODogs.
Sabre Dogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July the right way. Come on down to Corbett Field to receive a free pair of USA-themed sunglasses. The first
Bottom half of the 4th inning, 12-1 Moo your score. Ethan Moore to lead it off. First pitch on the way is a fastball on the outside corner. Strike 1, no balls, 1 strike. Moore 0 for 1, grounded out to the shortstop and leaper back in the 2nd inning. Quick pace from Sintek as he winds and fires the 0-1. Swing and a foul, straight back, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Ethan Moore, Dalton Bowling, Jaden Schaefer due up here. 12-1 Moo your score now after 3 more runs in that top of the 4th inning for Fremont. Sintek from the wind. The 0-2, breaking ball, swung on it, popped up right side, slicing out of play. Count will hold it, no balls and 2 strikes. For the Moo, 12 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. For the Sabre Dogs now, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. Sintek from the wind. The 0-2 on the way, swing and a miss, 4 strike 3. Tag applied by the catcher and Howe. So that'll be out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Strikeout number 2 of the night for Sintek, first one swinging. So here comes Dalton Bowling. He's yet to record an official at-bat. Walked back in the 2nd inning, greeted to a nice round of applause. The player of the game from last night, without a question. Fans starting to remember the name of the Sabre Dogs third baseman. First pitch, breaking ball, glides across the inside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Bowling, a product of San Jose State University, one of many on this ball club, as the 0-1 pitch is on its way. Fastball upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. We talked to Bowling after the game last night, talked about his approach, trying to stick towards right center. In fact, both of his hits went that way. 1-1 pitch, swinging a chopper to short, charging his leaper, fields it, quickly throws to first base. Nice pick by Taylor as he saves an error from the shortstop and leaper for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down here for the Sabre Dogs. 6-3 put out as Jaden Schaefer will come to the plate. Schaefer 0 for 1, struck out looking in the 2nd inning. Looking to get this pitch count up for Sintek, who has really cruised so far tonight. For Sintek, we mentioned in his last outing against Souris Valley, tossed 6 innings, 3 earned runs, 7 hits, 3 strikeouts. The first pitch is a fastball over the middle of the plate, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. And that came off of one of his worst outings of the year against Badlands, where he allowed 6 earned runs on 12 hits in 4 innings. Next pitch, fastball, middle third of the plate, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Before that Badlands start, his ERA was down to 2.96 through 4 outings, in which every single one of them he went at least 5 1/3 as the next pitch is swung on and sliced down the left field side. Foul ball as the count holds at no balls and 2 strikes. And then you combine that with the Sabre Dogs start back last weekend. Really that one big stick start is the only time he struggled, and it's really influenced his ERAs. The next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. What a frame for Brody Sintek as he faces the minimum and strikes out 2 batters along the way. Running to the top of the 5th, 12-1, your score here in favor of Fremont at Corbett Field.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop by Corbett Field on Friday, July 2nd to see the boys in their Friday night whites as they take on the reigning Expedition League champion Fremont Moo. Souris River Brewing Company will be giving away a free pint glass to the first 500 fans to enter the ballpark. Make sure to arrive early as gates open at 6:05 with first pitch slated for 7:05.
We all protect what we love. It's instinct. We do everything we can to keep our loved ones safe, and they do everything to keep us safe. Seatbelts save lives. It's an indisputable fact, and buckling up is something we all can do.
Buckle up, Dad.
Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up. Every trip, every time. Brought to you by the North Dakota Department of Transportation through Vision Zero.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop by Corbett Field on Friday, July 2nd to see the boys in their Friday night whites as they take on the reigning Expedition League champion Fremont Moo. Souris River Brewing Company will be giving away a free pint glass to the first 500 fans to enter the ballpark. Make sure to arrive early as gates open at 6:05 with first pitch slated for 7:05. SaberDog fans, be sure to stop by Corbett Field on Friday, July 2nd to see the boys in their Friday night whites as they take on the reigning Expedition League champion Fremont Moo. Souris River Brewing Company will be giving away a free pint glass to the first 500 fans to enter the ballpark. Make sure to arrive early as gates open at 6:05 with first pitch slated for 7:05. SaberDog fans, be sure to stop by Corbett Field on Friday, July 2nd to see the boys in their Friday night whites as they take on the reigning...
We all protect what we love. It's instinct. We do everything we can to keep our loved ones safe, and they do everything to keep us safe. Seatbelts save lives.
Top half of the 5th, 12-1 Fremont. Quite an offensive ball game, dominated by the Moo here tonight. 13 runs combined, of course, as we mentioned, 12 from Fremont. It's going to be a new pitcher on the mound in relief of Braden Corley. Right-hander Aaron Suval, much different look. You have the soft-throwing Corley, switching to the hard-throwing right-hander in Aaron Suval. First pitch on the way to the 9-hole hitter Peyton Leeper is a fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. So it'll be interesting to see how the Moo adjusts to Suval, who can top out at 94 miles an hour with his fastball. He turns, kicks, and tosses the 0-1. Swinging a hard line drive. Leaping grab by Dalton Bowling at third base. Snagging that one high out of the air for out number 1. Good start here for Suval. Nice play by Dalton Bowling. Jumping up in the air to his left to take a hit away from Leeper, who's now 1 for 3 tonight. So here comes Darian Morphew, the center fielder, to the plate. He's 0 for 3. One of the few Fremont Moo without a hit this evening. First pitch on the way, backdoor breaking ball, outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike here with 1 out. Morphew getting 314, 17 RBIs coming into the night. 17 homers would be quite impressive as the 0-1 is swung on and lashed foul to the left side, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. And now the Moo might have a man in this lineup who will end up hitting 17 or more homers. That's Brock Reller, who has 11, as we just recently hit the halfway point. Suval turns, kicks, fires. The 0-1. Fastball up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. In fact, this Moo ball club, we talked about it earlier, number 1 in slugging, top of the league in home runs. So much pop. It's the 1-2 is a breaking ball that backs up, misses outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. They currently are pacing the league in home runs with 40. The next closest team has 30. SaberDogs are 4th with 21. The 2-2 pitch is on its way. Swinging a foul straight back. Count will hold at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 40 home runs are probably going to help the Moo, at least as of now, finish the season in first place. Would take quite a comeback from the big sticks as the 2-2 is up and away with a fastball, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the SaberDogs have about half of that at 21 in 4th place. So the SaberDogs are close in terms of the placing marks, but far away in terms of the actual numbers, showing you how impressive this start has been for Fremont. So the payoff pitch is on its way. Fastball runs outside for ball 4, so Morphy will take the walk. First time he's reached tonight. Could be the first walk allowed by a SaberDogs hurler since Corley walked Simonson in the first inning. So one out base runner here that's going to bring up the 2-hole hitter, Austin Baskin, who led off the 4th with a single. Came around to score on the RBI double off the bat of Austin Callahan. Righty on right, Suval from the stretch, first base side. Kicks and tosses, the first pitch on the way, swinging a hard line drive right back up the box in the center field for a base hit. Greer will get it back into the shortstop and Cooper. A single for Baskin, a night for him so far, 3 for 4 now. So that sets up another jam here for the SaberDogs. First and second, 1 out. Here comes the 3-hole hitter and E.J. Taylor to the plate. And we got power versus power right here. Taylor already 2 for 3 with a single and a 2-run shot. He's going to get an electric fastball here out of the hand of Suval as he looks to extend Fremont's lead. And really, this is the most we've seen a team pounce on Souris Valley this season, particularly compared to what the SaberDogs have put around the score. They did lose 13-2 against the Big Sticks a couple weeks ago. Besides that, 12-1. Quite an emphatic lead as the first pitch is a fastball in the inside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. And unless the SaberDogs can chip in this deficit, this can end up being one of the largest losses of the year for Souris Valley. Middle infielders in double play depth. That's Cooper at short, Moore at second. Suval from the first base side comes set from the stretch. Kicks and delivers. The 0-1 on the way. Breaking ball runs outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here with 1 out. 7 runs in the first for Fremont. 2 in the second, 3 in the fourth. Just 1 for the SaberDogs. That came in the bottom of the first, aided by an error from the second baseman in Austin Baskin. Baskin takes his lead from first. Morphew from second. 1 down. That was Leaper who lined out to the third baseman Bowling, who made a nice leaping catch. Suval kicks and delivers the 1-1. Swing and a foul. 4 strike 2 off the glove of the catcher and Hannigan. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good breaking ball running away from Taylor right there as he falls behind with 1 ball and 2 strikes. So let's see what Suval challenges him with right here. Does he go power against power with the heater? Or does he double up with the breaking ball running away from Taylor? Taylor takes a deep breath, taps the plate about 6 or 7 times, waves the bat in the direction of the hurler and Suval. Now lifts it above his right shoulder. Suval, long look in, now comes set from the first base side. First and second, 1 away. He kicks and delivers, the 1-2 on the way, swinging a high fly ball, shallow right, coming in as the right fielder and Breedwell. He'll camp underneath it to make the catch, route number 2, and that was up in the air for an eternity right there as Taylor just missed that one. The hang time felt like at least about 6 or 7 seconds right there. Shows you the strength that Taylor has at the plate. So 2 outs now. Heading back to second goes Morphew, Baskin to first. Here comes Brock Reller, the designated hitter to the plate. Reller 1 for 2 tonight. Make that was hit by a pitch in the first, singled in the second, flew out to right in the 4th inning. Suval looking for a clean inning here. His last downing was against the Moo. Went 1 inning, allowed 3 runs. In fact, hasn't had an outing this year where he hasn't allowed a run. First pitch, breaking ball, big swing and a miss from Reller for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. 3 runs in his first outing, 1 in his second, 2 in his third, 2 in his fourth, 1 in his fifth, and 3 in his 6th. Looking to change that right here tonight. 12-1 Fremont, 2 outs, top of the 5th. Runners on first and second here for the Moo. Reller open stance from the left side. Suval from the stretch, first base side. He kicks and delivers the 0-1 pitch in the way. Fastball runs outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. When we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, Souris Valley will be sending up 9-1-2. Breedwell, Schwabe, and Cooper. Arms left to right in the outfield. Schwabe, Greer, and Breedwell. We've already seen Schwabe throw out a couple of runners on this homestand. As Suval comes set from the first base side, pauses at the chest. Kicks and delivers the 1-1. Swinging a foul off to the left side, out of play, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, here at 2 outs. Train passing by beyond the wall here at Corbett Field, as it always does, sending an echoey horn throughout the ballpark. Suval, sun shining on his back, comes set from the first base side. Kicks and delivers, the 1-2 on the way, swinging a ground ball up the middle, into center field for a base hit. Morphew getting the wave around third. He will score as the throw comes back into the shortstop and Cooper. An RBI single for Brock Reller, his second hit of the evening, RBI number 34 on the year. That extends the Moos' lead. It's now 13-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. So first and second now, 2 outs. Here comes Austin Callahan, the hot swinging third baseman, to the plate. For the Sabre Dogs, we mentioned that 13-2 loss back against the Big Sticks here at Corbett Field a few weeks ago. One of the highest scoring games. Another one in Sioux Falls, which was a wild game about 3 Sundays ago, if I remember correctly, where both teams scored double digits. It was a 10-9 loss for the Sabre Dogs in extra innings. As Suval leaves it for the sign here. Callahan have a good night. 2 for 2, a home run, a double, 3 RBIs, and a hit by pitch. First pitch on the way. Fastball misses up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So one more run here for the Moo. And that will represent run number 14, which would also represent the most runs the Sabre Dogs have allowed in a ball game this season. They've allowed 13 runs twice, one against the Sunfish, the other against the Big Sticks. That one against the Sunfish, an 18-3 Sabre Dogs win on June 12th. 1-0 pitch, swinging a bounding ball down the first base line and foul. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 13 runs, 13 hits, 1 error for the Moo. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for Souris Valley. Suval steps on the rubber from the first base side. Now steps off, adjusts the bill of his cap. Wind blowing out towards straightaway center field here, as Callahan digs back into the left-hander's batter's box. Runners take their leads. Infield straight up, outfield as well. Suval from the first base side of the rubber. Comes set, pauses at the head height. Here's his kick and the 1-1. Swinging a line drive, left center field. Greer ranging to his right and in. He'll make the running catch in the left center field gap. He's done that a lot today as he makes the catch to retire the side. That will end the inning, but the Moo pick up one more run at the top of the 5th. They have hit lucky number 13 on the scoreboard as we sent ourselves to the bottom of the 5th. Halfway point at Corbett Field, 13-1. Sabre Dogs, 13-1 Fremont, your score.
This is Caden Schwab, an outfielder for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all of the exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need for the summer. Follow us at SV Sabre Dogs and use the hashtag ScoDogs.
Sabre Dogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July the right way. Come on down to Corbett Field to receive a free pair of USA-themed sunglasses. The first 120 to enter the ballpark will obtain these cool new sunglasses. Watch the Sabre Dogs take on the Fremont Moo at 5:35. Let's celebrate the 4th of July with your Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Don't forget to come rock in your red, white, and blue.
This is Kaden Schwab, an outfielder for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all of the exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need for the summer. Follow us at SV Sabre Dogs and use the hashtag ScoDogs.
Sabre Dogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July the right way. Come on down to Corbett Field to receive a free pair of USA-themed sunglasses. The first 120 to enter the ballpark will obtain these cool new sunglasses. Watch the Sabre Dogs take on the Fremont Moo at 5:35. Let's celebrate the 4th of July with your Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Don't forget to come rock in your red, white, and blue.
This is Kaden Schwab, an outfielder for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for
Halfway through this one here at Corbett Field, 13-1 Fremont, your score. Jared Breed will lead off. First pitch, runs inside, hits him on the numbers. So a tough start here for Syntec to open up the bottom of the 5th inning. That will send a leadoff base runner to first base. Second time Breedwell has reached today, also reached on the 6-4 fielder's choice back in the second inning. It's going to be the first hit batter from Syntec tonight. 2 Fremont Moo have been hit. It was Corley who hit back-to-back hitters back in that bottom of the first inning. Both of them would come around to score, so Sabre Dogs looking for some of the same fate right here, hoping Breedwell can score from first base. Here's the top of the order, Caden Schwab, 1 for 1. A walk and a single. First pitch is a fastball, middle of the plate, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. So Schwabe continues to stay hot here. Came into tonight hitting .471. And it seems like he's gotten better and better as the days have gone by. As he digs into left-hander's batter's box, open stance. Sintek delivers the 0-1. Swinging a line drive over the leaping head of the shortstop leaper in the left center field, 4-base hit. Caden Schwabe, 2 for 2 tonight, 6 for 6 in this series as he pokes a single to left center field. My goodness. Caden Schwabe's hot as he continues to exceed at every facet of the ball. First and second, nobody out. Good spot here for Souris Valley as that brings up Justin Cooper to the plate, who's 0 for 1. Walked in the first inning, grounded into a 4-6 fielder's choice. Back in the third. Sintek, first base side of the rubber here. Callahan, the third baseman, in front of the bag at third base. Sintek from the stretch. The first pitch on the way is a fastball on the inside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Left fielder and Koski in the gap in left center field, almost straight up over there. A lot of room down that left field line. If Cooper can pull one down there, Schwabe with his speed may be able to score from first. Next pitch, breaking ball at the knees, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Cooper seemed to not like that call too much as he steps out. A lot of poise, however. Steps back in, taps the plate, points the bat in the direction of Sintek, parallel to the hurler. Now waves the bat back and forth and lifts it above his right shoulder. Schwabe at first, Breedwell at second. The 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Sintek's tied Cooper up in knots with the fastball running inside for out number 1. Strikeout number 4 on the night for Sintek, his third in his last inning of work. Inning in a third of work, I should say. He's retired the last 3 of his 4 batters via the strikeout. All 3 have been swinging. So here's Alan Greer in the 3 spot tonight. Was probably thinking he'd get some more RBI chances in that spot in the order, and he has. First and second, 1 out now here. Currently has 31 runs batted in on the year. Top of the team in that category, behind Bo Brewers. The first pitch is a breaking ball, swung on and missed for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. On deck, Drew Miller, the DH, and that'll be Colin Hannigan, the catcher. Sintek from the first base side of the rubber, long look in. Righty on right once again as he comes set from the stretch first base side. The 0-1 pitch, fastball, sails upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looks like we're seeing a lefty starting to get up in the Sabre Dogs pen. Believe it might be Will Cosell out there. No one up currently in the move pen as Sintek has been fantastic tonight. Just 1 run through 4 1/3 of an inning's work so far. Next pitch, swinging a hard line drive, foul off to the right side, out of play. Strike 1, 1 ball, strike 2, make that 1 ball, 2 strikes. After Miller to be Hannigan, then Moore here. The Sabre Dogs really look to string something around for the first time tonight. They've had a couple of rallies, sent 5 men to the plate in the first and third. Besides that, have not been able to really string anything around against Sintek as the 1-2 is buried into the dirt, gets to the backstop behind Howe. Heading for third base goes Breedwell. To second goes Schwabe. That'll be ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 runners in scoring position now. Second and third, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 up for the Moo in the top of the 6th inning. Will be 6, 7, and 8. Howe, Simonson, and Koski. Greer takes a step out, looks at his third base coach and Miklos. The infielders will be playing back for the Moo, up by 12. So if Greer wants to drive in a run right here, at the very least, all he needs to do is hit a ground ball to one of the middle infielders. 2-2, fastball runs inside. Ball 3. The catcher Howe held that one there for an extra couple of seconds. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Very similar pitch that Sintek struck Cooper out on. A little bit higher, but it has a lot of arm side run on it. Started off on the inner edge of the plate as it ran a couple inches in off the plate. First base is open. Payoff pitch, swinging a hard ground ball down the third baseline. It's fair as it rolls towards the left field corner. Breedwell will score, so will Schwabe. Heading for 2 is Greer. He's going to make the turn around second and stop. Almost at his second triple in as many nights. Either way, he will take it, a 2-run double, as that gives the Sabre Dogs runs number 2 and 3 of the night. They now trail by 10. It's 13-3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. A double for Greer. He's now 2 for 3. RBIs 32 and 33 on the year. A hard steamer past the diving glove of the third baseman in Austin Callahan. Here's Drew Miller to the plate now, 0 for 2. Good RBI spot for him. A pop to short, grounded out to the second baseman and Baskin in the third for a 4-6 fielder's choice, in which he did reach. Good speed at second in Greer. Sabre Dogs looking to inch as close back into this one as they can as the first pitch crosses the middle of the plate, knee-high, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. So with one out here in the fifth, SaberDogs have 14 outs to work with to score 10 runs, which for any ball club around the planet seems like a lot. But for this SaberDogs team, it doesn't seem too hard. The next pitch is down and in ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now I say that cautiously, but this team has been absolutely incredible. Haven't really been able to come back from a deficit this large. But if you want to look at it mathematically, they have 346 runs scored of the year through 33 games, are averaging 10.5 runs per game. 1-1 pitch, swinging a line drive off the glove of the shortstop into center field for a base hit. Greer getting the wave around. Morphew's throw to the plate is cut off by the first baseman Taylor. His throw to second base is in time to retire Miller for out number 2. Run does score, an RBI single for Drew Miller. That's Alan Greer from second base. RBI number 23 on the year, as that makes it a 13-4 ball game. Here in the bottom of the fifth inning, Miller trying to take advantage of the throw from Morphew that he thought was going to go to the plate. You like to see the aggressiveness right there. However, down by what's now 9, the SaberDogs need as many base runners as they can. Tough to see him thrown out at second base. So the bases are now empty for Cole and Hannigan here with 2 outs. A 9-run deficit. So that brings up Sintek, or I should say, the pitch from Sintek is cued off the end of the bat, goes off Sintek's glove, rolls to the second baseman Baskin, who makes the play, throws to first on the run, then is in time to retire Hannigan to retire the side. Nice play by Baskin, who had to change directions after it tipped off the glove of Sintek, made the running play, and the throw and the run in one motion for the 4-3 put out. The SaberDogs pick up 3 runs here in the fifth on the 2-run double from Greer and the RBI single from Miller. Let's head to the top of the sixth, 13-4 Fremont.
This is Caden Schwabe, an outfielder for the Souris Valley SaberDogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all of the exclusive SaberDogs content you'll need for the summer. Follow us at SV SaberDogs and use the hashtag ScoDogs.
SaberDogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July the right way. Come on down to Corbett Field to receive a free pair of USA-themed sunglasses. The first 120 to enter the ballpark will obtain these cool new sunglasses. Watch the SaberDogs take on the Fremont Moo at 5:35. Let's celebrate the 4th of July with your Souris Valley SaberDogs. Don't forget to come rock in your red, white, and blue.
This is Kaden Schwab, an outfielder for the Souris Valley SaberDogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all of the exclusive SaberDogs content you'll need for the summer. Follow us at SV SaberDogs and use the hashtag ScoDogs.
SaberDogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July the right way. Come on down to Corbett Field to receive a free pair of USA-themed sunglasses. The first 120 to enter the ballpark will obtain these cool new sunglasses. Watch the SaberDogs take on the Fremont Moo at 5:35. Let's celebrate the 4th of July with your Souris Valley SaberDogs. Don't forget to come rock in your red, white, and blue.
This is Kaden Schwab, an outfielder for the Souris Valley SaberDogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all of the exclusive SaberDogs content you'll need for the summer. Follow us at SV SaberDogs and use the hashtag ScoDogs. This is Kaden Schwab, an outfielder for the Souris Valley SaberDogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including
SaberDogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July the right way. Come on down to Corbett Field to receive a free pair of USA-themed sunglasses. The first 120 to enter the ballpark will obtain these cool new sunglasses. Watch the SaberDogs take on the Fremont Moo at 5:35. Let's celebrate the 4th of July with your Souris Valley SaberDogs. Don't forget to come rock in your red, white, and blue.
Top half of the sixth inning. SaberDogs inching closer into this one. Now trailing by 9. 13-4 Moo your scores. They brought around 3 runs to score in the bottom of the fifth. Welcome to the top of the sixth. New pitcher on the mound for Souris Valley, their 3rd of the night in relief of Aaron Suval. It's going to be Southpaw Will Causel out for his 8th outing of the year. 0-1 record with an 8.25 ERA. He struck out 16 batters to 13 walks in 12 innings pitched. Last outing was also against the Moo. Tossed 2 innings, 3 earned runs, 3 hits, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. He'll get 6, 7, and 8 here in the Moo lineup. Taylor Howe, the hot swinging catcher to lead it off. Really had a good series. 4 for 8 now with 2 home runs. 6 RBIs as well. in this 3-game set thus far. Kozel from the stretch. His first pitch on the way is a fastball on the outside corner. Strike one. No balls, 1 strike. Kozel has struggled in his last 4 outings or so. Has given up a run in each of the 4. Multiple runs in 3 of the 4. Walks have risen a bit as well in those 4 outings. 10 walks. 0-1. Off-speed pitch misses down, away ball 1. One ball, 1 strike. Kozel peers in. Wide open stance from the right side for Howe. The pitch on the way, swung and it's smacked off the diving glove of the third baseman. Bowling rolls down the left field line into foul territory. Howe rounds first. He's heading for 2. He'll get there standing up with a leadoff double. Quite an effort from Bowling at third. Full layout. Almost parallel to the ground as it glanced off the edge of his glove. Quite an effort, as that puts a runner in scoring position to open up this top of the 6th inning here for the Moo. Here comes Jack Simonson, the right fielder, to the plate. Simonson having a good night so far as well. 1 for 2, a walk, a ground to third, doubled in a run back in the 4th inning. So now 13 runs, 14 hits, an error for the Moo. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Souris Valley as we sit in the top of the 6th. Game 2 of this 3-game set here at Corbett Field. Kozel kicks and delivers his first pitch. Is swung on a fly to the air to right. Barely deep. Late carry on it as Breedwell ranges back to the track. This one's off the base of the wall. Heading for third is Howe. He's going to get the stop sign. The throw back in goes to the second baseman, Nathan Moore. It looks like we have a defensive substitution at shortstop. It's going to be Gunnar McGran at shortstop now for Justin Cooper. Gunnar McGran, who we saw last night, was pinch hit late in the ball game as they brought up Colin Hannigan, who drew a walk. He'll be back in the ball game here tonight, manning shortstop. Gotta hope Justin Cooper is all right. I didn't see anything to suggest that he got hurt. He'll hit in the 2 spot for Cooper. So second and third now, nobody out. Back-to-back doubles as that brings up Ryan Koski to the plate. A lot of opposite field pop shown off by Simonson right there. Breedwell started to range to his left. Had to change depths and run straight back as it continued to carry over his head. So the first pitch on the way from Kozel is a fastball outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Koski, 1 for 3 tonight, a ground out, a single, and a fly to center. A fly ball probably does the job with Howe at third base. Again, that wind blowing out, likely the reason why that ball continued to carry, has really helped out the Moo tonight. Kozel behind, 1 ball, no strikes. He lifts and delivers. The pitch on the way is a fastball over the middle of the plate. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Do it for the Sabre Dogs, and what will be the bottom of the 6th inning will be 6, 7, and 8. Ethan Moore, Dalton Bowling, and Jaden Schaefer. Koski in left field tonight, was in right field as a defensive replacement the 9th inning yesterday after Fremont pinch ran for Luke White. Watched Dalton Bowling's 3-run walk-off blast sail over his head as the 1-1 pitch is a breaking ball that misses down and in, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike the count, excuse me. So Kozel looking to just limit the damage as much as he can. Again, a tough spot right now. Second and third, nobody out. Ideally would like to get out of this inning unscathed, especially after the Sabre Dogs brought around 3 more runs to score in the bottom of the 5th. Kozel leans in, comes set, third base side. Here's his 2-1. Swinging a hard ground ball down the third base line. That hits the runner, I believe, at third base at Taylor Howe, but he was in foul territory. If it did hit him, he was in foul territory, so he will not be called out. That's why they always tell you at third base to start your secondary lead in foul territory, then come into fair territory just in case of that situation. So if you are hit, it's not by a fair ball, because if a runner is hit by a ball and playing fair territory, he would be recorded out. Now, it's hard to tell if this hit Howe. It looked like he started to limp a little bit as it crossed past him. He absolutely jumped out of the way as it almost grazed him. As the count now is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Koski. Kozel from the stretch. Lifts and delivers. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a foul straight back. Count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still nobody out. Peyton Leeper, the shortstop, on deck. Then it'll be at the top of the order for the Moo and Darian Morphew. 13-4, Fremont your score. Kozel tugs his left foot in the rubber, plants with his right as he leaves it for the sign. Ball dangling in his left hand, glove tucked into his front hip. Long look into his catcher and Hannigan as he now agrees and comes set from the third base side. He kicks and fires. Here's his 2-2 one more time. Swinging a bounding ball to short. McGran plays on the long hop, steps across, throws to first base. It is not going to be in time as Koski will beat it out. Coming around to score from third base is Howe. An RBI single for Koski, his 6th run batted in of the year. And he'll sit up a first and second spot. Nobody out here for the Moon at the top of the 6th as that extends their lead once again to 14-4. They now lead by 10. Tough break. Koski got his ground ball. The shortstop and McGran played it back on the long hop as it was an in-between hop that he could have charged aggressively. But again, Koski, who runs well, was able to beat it out, take advantage of that slow developing ground ball. So here comes Leaper to the plate with 2 ducks on the pond, first and second, nobody out. Leaper left the yard back in the first inning with a 2-run shot. Since then is lined out to left and lined out to third, continues to hit the ball on the button. So the first pitch is on its way. Fastball, knee-high, outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Lefty on right again here. Bowling the third baseman straight up. Second baseman Moore ranging up the middle, looking for a double play ball right now. Still nobody out. Inning started with a double, then an RBI single from Koski on the infield ground ball to short. Kozol from the stretch. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch on the way. Fastball, misses up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here with nobody out. 14 runs, 16 hits, an error for Fremont. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors now for Souris Valley. A lot of hits tonight from Fremont. Usually when the Sabre Dogs are scoring 10-plus runs, sometimes they'll even have less hits than runs because of the amount of walks we've seen against them. As the next pitch is a breaking ball down, low ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. But this Fremont Moo offense is for real. Again, they've been able to string together a ton of base hits, like we said, 16, particularly with runners in scoring position. 4 home runs tonight. 3 of those 4 home runs have come with runners on as well. In fact, 4 of those 4 home runs have come with runners on. 3 of them 2-run shots, the other a 3-run shot. Kozol, long hold, head height, now delivers the 2-1. Swinging a ground ball wide to first. Schaefer slides to his right, bobbles, will take it to the first base bag. Unassisted, it's not going to be in time as Leaper beats it out. That'll be an infield single. The bases are now loaded with nobody out. And here comes the top of the order here for Fremont and Darian Morphew. Again, there's a ground ball to the right of Jaden Schaefer. Tried to backhand it. Was able to make contact with his glove, glanced off the edge, rolled in front of him, then picked it up with his glove. It was a foot race between him and Leaper. Leaper was able to beat it out. So lefty on left here. Force it all back. Corner infielders will be drawn in. Middle back. 14-4 Fremont your score as they brought around 1 run here in the top of the 6th and counting. They've now scored a run in each of the 5 of the first 6 innings here tonight. Lefty on right. Lefty on left make that. Kozol's first pitch is a breaking ball that runs outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. No one currently up in the Sabre Dogs bullpen, so this is Kozol's inning to finish right here. Assuming he doesn't get into too much trouble. Still looking for his first out, however. From the stretch, he kicks and fires the 1-0. Fastball misses up and in, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Meanwhile, for the Moon, no one up in their pen. The story for them tonight has been Brody Sintak, who has now gone 5 innings, allowing 4 runs. He's been able to really keep one of the best offenses in the Expedition League very quiet. Kozol, third base side, comes set again. Hitters count here for Morphew. The 2-0 on the way. Swinging a soft line drive, shallow left center field. This one's down for a base hit. Simonson will score. Koski will get the stop sign at third base as Schwabe gets it back in quickly. Another run is in. An RBI single for Morphew. His 18th run batted in on the year. As that adds on to the Moose' big lead, 15-4 now. They've driven in 2 in this 6th inning. The base is still loaded as well. Here comes Austin Baskin, the second baseman, as things continue to get difficult here for the Sabre Dogs tonight. Baskin having a great evening, 3 for 4, a double, 2 singles, grounded out to third. Back in the 2nd inning as well. Wind still blowing out right there towards right center field, almost straightaway center field. It's been fluctuating a little bit throughout the duration of tonight's ball game. Kozol peers in, a threatening hitter, and E.J. Taylor on deck. Here's the first pitch on the way. Fastball runs outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Still nobody out here in this inning. The inning started with a double to Howe, then a double from Simonson, an RBI single from Koski, and a single from Leaper. Back-to-back infield singles, in fact, by Koski and Leaper. Then the single and an RBI from Morphew. 1-0 pitch on the way, swinging a high fly ball right center field with some late carry. Greer ranges to his left, makes the catch at deep right center for out number 1. Tagging from third base is Koski. He will score. Into third goes Leaper. To second, Morphew. A run is in. It's now 16-4. Fremont, they've driven in 3 runs in this inning. Second time tonight, they've had a 3-run frame. RBI for Baskin, his 10th of the year, first of the night. As that brings up E.J. Taylor now with runners on second and third and one away. So that's the first out of the frame here for Kozel. E.J. Taylor represents the 7th man to come to the plate in this inning, and a lot of busy frames here for Sabre Dogs pitchers. The only real clean one they had was in the third, where they didn't allow a run. And it was Braden Corley who started this game, faced 4 batters, only gave up that one single to Koski. It's the first pitch on the way to Taylor's, a fastball that runs outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Brock Reller also on deck here. Sabre Dogs would love a ground ball double play to get out of this inning. Leaper at third base. Morphew at second. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way. So we got a line drive left field. This one's down for a base hit. Leaper can walk home. To third goes Morphew. Another run is in here in the top of the 6th inning. 4 runs to be exact. It's now 17-4 Fremont. As E.J. Taylor picks up another RBI, his 3rd of the evening. He now has 22 on the year. Some more strength shown off right there as Kozel got in on the hands with the right-handed hitting Taylor, who muscled a soft line drive in the left field for a base hit. So runners at the corners now, 1 out. Here comes Brock Reller. Lefty on left. Reller 2 for 3. Has reached base 3 times. A hit by pitch, a single. Fly to right, then an RBI single in the 5th. That was his 34th RBI of the year. So Morphew takes his lead from third, Taylor from first. Kozel from the stretch. His first pitch is a breaking ball that bites the outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Outfield shifting, Reller to pull. Schwabe shifting towards left center. There's a lot of room down that left field line in fair territory on the outfield turf. Reller digs back into the box. Silver barreled bat, blonde handle. 0-1 is swung on and popped up foul territory. Kozel ranging to his left, so is Bowling the third baseman. It's Bowling the third baseman who makes the running grab for out number 2. Had to cover a lot of ground on that play as he made the catch just before the cut of the track in front of the third base dugout. So 2 down now, holding at second base. Holding at first base is Taylor. Third base is Morphew. Here comes the 9th batter to the plate, and Austin Callahan, who ended the 5th inning with a fly out to center field. Lefty on left once again here. Again, 17-4 now. Fremont your score after 4 runs here in the top of the 6th frame. Wind blowing just a little bit in the wind here for Kozel as he leans it for the side. Now comes set. First pitch. Breaking ball misses upstairs. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners will be going on contact here with 2 outs now. For the Sabre Dogs in the bottom half of the 6th inning, they'll send up 6, 7, and 8 once again. Ethan Moore, Dalton Bowling, and Jaden Schaefer, the ways they started the 2nd and 4th as well. Kozel kicks and delivers the 1-0. Fastball, down low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Callahan also having a great night. It's really been a good night to wear a purple and orange uniform here at Corbett Field. Callahan 3 for 4. Make that 2 for 3. Was hit by a pitch in the first, hit a 2-run shot in the 2nd, his 7th home run of the year. RBI double in the 4th, and flew out to center in the 5th. Hitter's count for him as he's in the driving seat. 2 balls, no strikes here with 2 outs. Kozel kicks and fires, pitch on the way, swinging and a foul, straight back, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. So assuming the Moo hold on to what's now a 13-run lead, Game 3 tomorrow would represent the rubber match, and the Sabre Dogs would look to win tomorrow at 5:35 on the 4th of July to pick up their 6th straight series win. Kozel behind 2-1, kicks and delivers the 2-1 pitch. Fastball runs outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. As we're starting to see someone down to the bullpen for Souris Valley. I believe that might be Michael Newstrom, one of the assistant coaches. No one currently warming up, however. Hitters count once again here for Austin Callahan. Here's Kozel's 3-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. Good fastball by Kozel. Strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So with a full count and 2 outs, E.J. Taylor will be taking off at first base. Once again, the runner at third, Darian Morphew, who reached on a single. Kozel, a long look in, trying to end what's been a very long inning. There goes Taylor, the payoff pitch in the way, swing and a foul, straight back. Count holds full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So if the Sabre Dogs do drop this ball game tonight, this will be the first game they've dropped on the homestand. Took the series sweep over the Trappers, all 3 games on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Won yesterday in dramatic fashion. currently in the midst of what's a 5-game winning streak. Their last loss was last Saturday in Game 2 of the set against these very Moo. Runner goes again, payoff pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. Good fastball from Kazel concludes this 6th inning, but the Moose send 9 men to the plate, bring around 4 runs to score as they extend their lead to 17-4. Right into the bottom of the 6th inning, Sabre Dogs looking to get back to this one. Ethan Moore will lead it off for the 3rd time tonight when we come back.
Hey Sabre Dog fans, fun is continuing down at Corbett Field. Make your way to the field to watch the Dogs play the Pier Trappers Tuesday, June 29th at 7:05. Participate in Dollar Dog Night. We know you cannot beat this deal with Dollar Dogs and watching your favorite ball club. Nothing is better. So see you there, fans. Corbett Field, 7:05. Dollar hot dogs on June 29th.
I was only buzzed.
I was fine.
There are all kinds of excuses people make for driving impaired.
It was a prescription. I had to take it.
Just a joint. It was just 1 or 2. I don't know.
I swear, I was fine.
Nobody should get seriously hurt or die because of an impaired driver. And no excuse can bring them back. Always drive sober or find a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the North Dakota Department of Transportation through Vision Zero.
Hey Sabre Dog fans, fun is continuing down at Corbett Field. Make your way to the field to watch the Dogs play the Pier Trappers Tuesday, June 29th at 7:05. Participate in Dollar Dog Night. We know you cannot beat this deal with Dollar Dogs and watching your favorite ball club. Nothing is better. So see you there, fans. Corbett Field, 7:05. Dollar hot dogs on June 29th.
I was only buzzed.
I was fine.
There are all kinds of excuses people make for driving impaired.
It was a prescription. I had to take it.
Just a joint.
Ethan Moore to lead it off, bottom of the 6th. First pitch from Brony Sintek is a fastball that sails upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Ethan Moore out for his 4th at-bat of the night. 1-0 pitch is swung and a pop to right side, out of play, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And make that third at-bat of the night. He's 0 for 2, grounded out to short in the 2nd, struck out swinging in the 4th, both of which he's led off in innings. This will be the 3rd time he's led off an inning tonight. 1-1 is swung on off the fist, chopped to the third base dugout, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Marco Zuna making quite an effort right there over by the third base dugout, leaning over trying to make that barehanded grab. Could not pick it cleanly, however, but he should be doing all right. Pitched to Jem yesterday as the 1-2 is buried in the dirt. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. More Bowling and Schaefer here, looking to generate another multiple run inning. Sabre Dogs brought 3 around to score in the 5th. As the next pitch is a fastball just outside, ball 3. Really close spot. Count now runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So now 19 hits on the night for the Moo. So the 3-2 is on its way. Swinging a line drive right center field with some slice. This one's down for a base hit. Ticketed to the gap as it rolls all the way to the wall. Moore digging for 2. He's going to stop there as Morphew, the center fielder, will get it back in. A double for Ethan Moore, his first hit of the night. Good start here for Souris Valley. Runner in scoring position right out of the gate as that brings up Dalton Bowling to the plate. Bowling 0 for 1 tonight. Walked in the 2nd, grounded out to short in the 4th. Now has 16 RBIs on the year after his 4 RBI performance yesterday. So he'll dig into the right-hander's batter's box here. Sintek from the first base side. The rubber will lead him for the sign. Moore, good speed at second base, will take a walking lead. The Sintek comes set from the stretch. His first pitch is a fastball down away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Right-hander warming up at the pen for the Sabre Dogs. Hard to tell who it is. I think it might be Jackson Kirkpatrick down there. As Sintek leads it for the side. First base side, the rubber will deliver the 1-0. Swing and a foul straight back to the backstop. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bowling waving his right hand up and down, now opening it up or in and out. Pitch off the hands right there. Maybe a little bit of extra vibration on the bat. Also remember, he jammed his finger on a ground ball that he was trying to field in Fremont, so maybe caused some pain for that index finger as well. Gotta hope he's all right. Count even at 1, nobody out. Bowling digs back in. The 1-1 pitch. Swing the ground ball down the third base line and foul. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I think he capped that one right there. And again, that sometimes creates some vibration. So not a fun AB for the hands of Dalton Bowling right now, as they'll take a breather as he steps out of the right-hander's batter's box. Moore, after the leadoff double to right center field, will take his lead from second base. 17-4 Moo. They've driven in 5 runs in the last 2 frames, 8 in the last 3. 1-2, swing and a soft line drive foul, this time off the fists. Count will hold at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Syntax doing a good job of forcing some soft contact, some tough contact off the bat of Bowling right here. A couple balls off the fists, 1 off the end of the bat. Bowling looking to find the middle and barrel something up right here. Moore, both hands on his knees, takes his lead. The 1-2 on the way to Bowling. Swinging a soft chopper up the middle, softly hit. Range it to his left as Leaper picks it up, throws to first base. That is in time to retire Bowling for out number 1. Nice play by the shortstop, Leaper. Knew he had to hurry. He was playing pretty deep back as he fielded this on the cut of the outfield grass right behind the second base bag. Remember, this was a high chopper off the turf, and Bowling runs well. Just missed beating it out by about a step or so. So 1 down, 6-3 put out. Moving to third base on the play goes Ethan Moore. Here comes Caden Schwabe to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. 1 looking, 1 swinging. First pitch on the way, swinging a line drive right at the third baseman, Callahan, who makes the catch, taking a step to his right for out number 2. Ethan Moore, who initially took a couple steps towards the plate off contact, will get back to third safely. Tough break for Caden Schwabe as he hit that one hard, right on the screws, but right at Callahan. If that gets in the left field, that's a base hit, and RBI number 13 for Schaefer. That'll have to wait. Here's Jared Breedwell. He's 0 for 2. 0 for 1 make that. Grounded into a 6-4 fielder's choice in the second. Was hit by a pitch in the fourth. Righty on right. Pitch on the way. Fastball outside corner. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Here as we sit in the bottom of the 6th inning. 9:01 local time. Just about 2 hours into this ball game. Sun continuing to set here at the park. 0-1 on its way. Swinging a hard ground ball up the middle. Right to his left is Leaper. He dives. He can't get it. Base hit center field. Coming around to score is Ethan Moore. An RBI single for Jared Breedwell, his first hit of the night. RBI number 4 on the year, run number 5 this evening for Souris Valley. It's now a 12-run lead for the Moose, 17-5 your score. So here comes the top of the order now. Caden Schwab. The Sabre Dogs have pieced together 4 runs in the last 2 innings here as they look to chip away as much as possible. Third baseman Callahan on the cut of the grass in front of third base, ready for a potential drag. Schwab having a good night, 2 for 2, 6 for 6 in the series. The first pitch is a breaking ball. Buried in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. He also walked back in the third, so he's been all over the base paths this entire series, not to mention he's stolen 4 bags as well. Now has 39 steals on the year. Breedwell takes his lead from first. The 1-0 is buried in the dirt again, blocked by the catcher. Howe looked like a changeup right there. Count now runs in the advantage of Schwabe. 2 balls, no strikes. Here with 2 outs. So now 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Sabre Dogs here tonight. Just about to head to the back third of this ball game. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. A lot of scoring here tonight. 22 runs combined to both ends, 17 of which granted to the Moo. 2-0 to Schwabe. Fastball down and in, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Schwabe starting to swat some mosquitoes out of the way, hovering around his face. We're getting to that time of the night. Played a role yesterday as well. It's mosquito season here in Minot. As Breedwell takes his lead from first base. The 3-0 on the way. Taking all the way is Schwabe. It's a fastball down low for ball 4, so he reaches base once again. Here's that will set up a first and second spot here in the 6th. Breedwell moves over to second base, as that'll bring up Gunnar McGran for his first at-bat of the night. Came in as a defensive replacement for Justin Cooper back a couple innings ago. So Schwabe has had 9 plate appearances in this series so far. He's 6 for 6, has reached base all 9 times. 3 walks as well. First pitch to McGran, fastball down and in, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. McGran started yesterday at second base. The night before that at shortstop, played the hero, 3 hits, the walk-off base hit to right center to sweep the Trappers. The 1-0 swung on the ground on the first base line. That is a fair ball as it rolls towards the right field corner. Breedwell taps third. He will score. Getting the wave around third is Schwabe. He's going to score. Heading for third is McGran. He now stops. No one covering second base, so he can walk back. A 2-run double for Minot's newest hero. It's now 17-7 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Sabre Dogs starting to get back in the run column here. 6 runs in the last 2 innings from McGran on the season. Those are RBIs 2 and 3. A hard double down the right field line. Good for Gunnar McGran. Here's Alan Greer now to the plate. Greer having a good night. 2 for 3, a single, a 2-run double as well. Yet Sabre Dogs now down by 10 with about 10 outs to work with in this game. It's not impossible. The bullpen's going to have to hold this deficit to that much as the next pitch to Greer swung on and lined over the head of Baskin into right field for a base hit. Here comes McGran. The throw to the plate from the right fielder. Simonson is cut off by Taylor. Another run is in as McGran scores. It's 17-8. Fremont here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 4th run in this frame for Souris Valley. 3rd run driven in on the night for Alan Greer. He now has 34 RBIs on the year. 3 for 4 tonight as well. Here comes Drew Miller. So the catcher and Howe will have a meeting at the mound. And for Syntac, who came into this inning having allowed 4 runs through 5 innings, all of a sudden, that's turned into 8 runs through 5 2/3. Sabre Dogs bats having a good time watching the ball out of his right hand. 3rd and 4th time through the order here. So now 17 runs, 19 hits, 1 error for Fremont, 8 runs, 9 hits. No errors for Souris Valley. Catcher and Howe will retreat back to the batter's circle now. 3rd baseman Callahan back to his position. Miller singled to center his last time up. That brought around Alan Greer to score. Was thrown out at second base, trying to advance in the throw from Morphew that was cut off by the first baseman in E.J. Taylor. So Greer with good speed at first base has 24. Stolen the bases on the year. Syntac from the first base side. The rubber comes set at the chest. First pitch is a fastball, goes off the glove of the catcher. Hal heading for 2 is Greer. Throwing 1 hop is not in time. Likely will be a pass ball on the catcher and Hal that allows Greer to get to second base with the slide. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And Greer's in scoring position now. A chance for Drew Miller to drive in another run. Same exact spot he was up back in the 5th inning. Trying to pick up the same result here in the 6th. 1 ball, no strikes. Syntac fires, pitch on the way, swinging a high fly ball left field with some carry. Koski raging to the gap in left center. He will camp underneath it to make the catch, as that will retire the side. 8 men to the plate for the Sabre Dogs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. They bring around 4 runs to score. They now trail by 9 as we head to the top half of the 7th inning. 17-8, Moo your score.
Hey Sabre Dog fans, fun is continuing down at Corbett Field. Make your way to the field to watch the Dogs play the Pier Trappers Tuesday, June 29th at 7:05. Participate in Dollar Dog Night. We know you cannot beat this deal with Dollar Dogs and watching your favorite ball club. Nothing is better. So see you there fans, Corbett Field 7:05, Dollar Hot Dogs on June 29th.
I was only buzzed.
I was fine.
There are all kinds of excuses people make for driving impaired.
It was a prescription. I had to take it.
Just a joint.
It was just 1 or 2, I don't know.
I swear, I was fine.
Nobody should get seriously hurt or die because of an impaired driver. And no excuse can bring them back. Always drive sober or find a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the North Dakota Department of Transportation through Vision Zero.
Hey Sabre Dog fans, fun is continuing down at Corbett Field. Make your way to the field to watch the Dogs play the Pier Trappers Tuesday, June 29th at 7:05. Participate in Dollar Dog Night. We know you cannot beat this deal with Dollar Dogs and watching your favorite ball club. Nothing is better. So see you there fans, Corbett Field 7:05, Dollar Hot Dogs on June 29th.
I was only buzzed.
I was fine.
There are all kinds of excuses people make for driving impaired.
It was a prescription. I had to take it.
Just a joint.
It was just 1 or 2, I don't know.
I swear.
Top half of the 7th inning, 17-8 Moo your score. Jackson Kirkpatrick, the new pitcher in the mound for Souris Valley. This will be his 9th outing of the year, 1-1 record with a 19.95 ERA. 8 strikeouts and 7 2/3, 16 walks. That's been the one struggle for him this year. His last outing came against Pierre, went 2 innings, 2 earned runs, 2 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Faced the Moo twice back in the series last weekend, and it was a tale of 2 stories. His most previous outing against Fremont came on Sunday when an inning allowed 4 earned runs on 3 hits and 2 walks. But the one before that was his best inning of the season. Tossed 1 frame, no runs, no hits, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. So let's hope we see the Dominic Kirkpatrick from June 25th. Here's Taylor Howe, the catcher, to lead it off. First pitch is swung on and missed. Big rip on a good fastball from Kirkpatrick for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. After Howe, it'll be Simonson and Koski, 6, 7, and 8 due up for Fremont. Kirkpatrick leans it for the side, comes set at the chest. Kicks and delivers the 0-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball shatters the bat of Howe. Rolls softly to the third baseman. Bowling picks it up with his bare hand. Throws to first base in time. What a play by Dalton Bowling. He's done it with the bat. Now with the glove in this series as he takes a hit away from Taylor Howe. And this is a tough play, too, because you have a distraction. There was some shrapnel that came flying off the bat as it got in on the hands of Howe, flying in the direction of Bowling, near where the ball was rolling out as he came in, picked it up with his bare hand, and in one motion threw across his body to first base for out number 1. So a 5-3 put out. Good start here to this 7th inning as that brings up Jack Simonson to the plate. So 2 pitches, 1 out. Kirkpatrick set from the stretch. Another right-handed hitter. Here in Simonson. First pitch, swing and a miss. Simonson late on the fastball from Kirkpatrick. Strike 1, 0-1. Kirkpatrick, the 4th pitcher of the night used by Souris Valley. That fastball's looking really good, and he's commanding it well so far through his first 3 pitches. No balls, 1 strike. Kirkpatrick lifts and delivers. Here's his pitch on the way. Fastball upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And if he can get that fastball over the plate, there's not going to be too much of an issue for him. Again, a lot of ride on that fastball as it zips through the zone into the glove of Hannigan. He's set from the stretch again. Lifts and delivers the 1-1, swinging a foul straight back, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here with 1 out. Again, 17-8, Fremont your score here in the top of the 7th inning. Back third of this ball game, just hitting the 2-hour point about 6 hours ago, or excuse me, about 6 minutes ago. It's Kirkpatrick Pearson for this sign. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. He's set at the chest. Lifts and tosses the 1-2. Swing and a miss. 4 strike 3. Climb the ladder with the fastball. Up and out of the zone as Simonson went up and after it to chase for out number 2. Strikeout number 1 for Kirkpatrick, his 9th on the year. And this is the Jackson Kirkpatrick we remember from Fremont a couple outings ago. 2 up, 2 down on just about 5 or 6 pitches. Here comes Ryan Koski, the left fielder, to the plate. Koski 2 for 4, 2 singles, an RBI, flew out to center and grounded out to third. Righty on right is Kirkpatrick, leaves it for the side and comes set. Slightly closed off as he kicks and fires. The first pitch on the way, swinging a foul straight back, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Outfield about, straight up. Schwabe a couple steps towards the gap in left center field. Koski now 6 RBIs on the year after his infield RBI single to bring in Howe from third base. Back in the 6th inning. Next pitch, runs inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the bottom of the 7th inning for Souris Valley. They'll send up the only man that did not come to the plate in that 8-hitter 6th inning, and Colin Hannigan to lead it off. Then they'll be Ethan Moore and Dalton Bowling. 5, 6, and 7. Kirkpatrick from the stretch. Shrugs his shoulders as he now pauses. The 1-1. Fastball well upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Kirkpatrick, as we mentioned before, a tall right-hander. 6 feet, 6 inches tall, 215 pounds, a product of Western Carolina University. Hometown, Madison, North Carolina. Koski ahead, 2 balls, 1 strike. Kirkpatrick set again at the chest. Here's his 2-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a foul straight back. Good rip from Koski. Did not get cheated there. Strike 2, count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here with 2 outs. Kirkpatrick looking for his second 1-2-3 inning of the year. Koski digs out of the box, readjusts his batting gloves, now his helmet as he stares at the barrel of his bat, applies 2 hands, taps the plate, squats down, lifts the bat above his right shoulder. Kirkpatrick shakes once, now comes set as he agrees with Hannigan. Deuce running wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch on the way, breaking ball, misses upstairs, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, still 2 outs. There's a breaking ball right there. Had a lot of horizontal break, just didn't drop. Missed that just an inch or 2 high. It was about at collarbone height to the right-handed hitter in Koski. Patrick set again at the belt. Here's his payoff pitch in the way. Fastball on the inside corner for strike 3. Jackson Kirkpatrick What an inning as he sets down the Moo in order, picks up 2 strikeouts as that will retire the side. Stretch time here at Corbett Field as we head to the bottom of the 7th. 17-8, Fremont your score.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a 15K camper giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today.
This is Bo Brewer for the Souris Valley SaberDogs, reminding you that there is a reason why Slim Chicken hangs guitars on their walls and plays the blues. It's the same reason why they only serve you 100% all-natural chicken tenders. It's the way they like it. There is a reason why they treat you like family and serve food just like you would at home. Because you deserve it that way. And there's a reason it's made fresh when you order and served hot, because that is their promise to you. Come see us at Slim Chickens or order online at slimchickens.com.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a 15K camper giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today.
This is Bo Brewer for the Souris Valley SaberDogs, reminding you that there is a reason why Slim Chicken hangs guitars on their walls and plays the blues. It's the same reason why they only serve you 100% all-natural chicken tenders. It's the way they like it. There is a reason why they treat you like family and serve food just like you would at home. Because you deserve it that way. And there's a reason it's made fresh when you order and served hot, because that is their promise to you. Come see us at Slim Chickens or order online at slimchickens.com.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a 15K camper giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today.
This is Bo Brewer for the Souris Valley SaberDogs, reminding you that there is a reason why Slim Chicken hangs guitars on their walls and plays the blues. It's the same reason why they only serve you 100% all-natural.
Bottom half of the 7th inning, all Moo tonight, 17-8 your score, but the SaberDogs have made a bid for this. 7 runs in the last 2 innings, so if they can keep at that pace, may have a chance to pull off another miracle here tonight. Cole Hannigan will lead it off, 5, 6, and 7 to up against the new right-hander for the Moo, Riley Johnson. First pitch on the way, glances off the glove of the catcher, Howe, for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. This will be Johnson's Fremont Moo debut, product of North Dakota State University, so back in the state in which he plays college ball. As he winds and tosses, the 1-0 pitch is outside off the glove of Howe again to the backstop. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Hannigan 0 for 3. All 3 of the balls he put in play have been ground outs. 1 to third, 1 to short, the other to second base. Looking for his first hit. Johnson winds and deals the 2-0. Fastball runs inside. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Johnson, the first pitcher out of relief used tonight by the Moo. Their second in total. It was Syntac who started the game. The 3-0 is a fastball in the outside corner. No, it's outside, ball 4, so Hannigan will take the walk. First time he's reached base tonight. As he walks on 4 pitches. Good start here for the SaberDogs in the bottom of the 7th inning. You can close the book on Syntac, who is in line for the win. Gave up 8 runs through 6 innings. Before that 4-run 6, he had only given up 4 through 5. SaberDogs really saw the ball better, a lot better, out of his hand through the 3rd and 4th times through the order. Here's Ethan Moore, who started off that 4-run 6 with a double to right center. First pitch on the way is over the middle of the plate with the fastball, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Wind blowing out towards right center field as it has been this entire night. Johnson from the stretch. Kicks and delivers the 0-1 pitch on the way. Down and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dalton Bowling on deck. Then Jaden Schaefer here. Hannigan is smart base runner at first. Does have 2 stolen bases on the year. Count knotted at 1. Pitch on the way. Swing and a pop-up shallow right field. Here comes in the right fielder, Simonson, who will camp underneath it in his tracks for out number 1. So Ethan Moore now retired for the 3rd time tonight. He's 1 for 4. So that brings up Dalton Bowling to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Walked back in the 2nd inning. That was the only time he reached. Also grounded up to short twice. Bowling made a nice play back in the top half of the 7th inning. A barehanded play on a broken back ground ball. flashing the leather once again here. Also made a nice leaping grab earlier in the ball game and almost made a tremendous diving catch to his right-handed side. Almost took away a double. As the first pitch is swung on and fly down the right field line. Simonson raised it to his left. It will slice out of play. Beyond the bullpen down the right field line. Strike one. No balls, one strike. Hannigan, your base runner at first. Led off the inning with a 4-pitch walk. Since then, Johnson has looked to have found his command as he comes set, open on the mound here. It's the 0-1, is down low, ball one. Count even out, 1 ball and 1 strike. Sabre Dogs once again took game 1 of the series yesterday on the walk-off 3-run home run from the man at the plate right now, Dalton Bowling. Good for their 5th consecutive win. Second straight walk-off win, in fact, is the 1-1 pitch. Runs inside off the glove of the catcher. Howe rolls to the backstop. Heading for second goes Colin Hannigan. That'll be a pass ball on the catcher, Howe, who really has looked to struggle to, or I should say, receive pitches from Johnson. Again, as we mentioned, Johnson making his Fremont move debut. Obviously, he hasn't caught him before, hasn't caught him many times before, if at all. Maybe was crossed up right there as well. Very well could have been the case, but again, with Hannigan at first base, they likely weren't going with multiple signs. So it'll be a 2-1 count here to Dalton Bowling. Here with 1 out as he takes a step out of the right-hander's batter's box. Howe will now head back to the batter's circle. Also could have been discussing what sign sequences they would be using with Hannigan now at second base. So Bowling steps back in the right-hander's batter's box, looking to drive in another run. He's driven in 6 in this series. Johnson from the stretch. Lifts and delivers, the 2-1 on the way. Swinging a high fly ball to deep right field again. Simonson turning and looking. This one's gone. And it clears the back wall in right field is Dalton Bowling for the 2nd straight night. Takes it out of the yard the other way. 2 more runs are in for the Sabre Dogs. They have hit double digits for the 2nd straight night. And it's 17-10. Fremont here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Dalton Bowling, how about that opposite field pop, young man? 2nd home run of the year, RBI 17 and 18. As the Sabre Dogs once again trail by 7. We've seen a lot of right-handed hitters take balls out the other way in this series. In fact, it seems like at least 5 or 6 in this homestand from both the Trappers and the Moo. That's the first right-hander in this homestand wearing a Sabre Dogs uniform to take it out the other way. It was the deepest. Cleared that back wall. It's the first pitch on the way to Schaefer as a fastball inside. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And again, last night there was question on if it would go out as it snuck over the wall. There was no doubt about this one. 1-0. Fastball in the inside corner. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jared Breedwell on deck. Then Caden Schwabe. So we've seen 4 home runs for the Moo here tonight. Now 1 for the Sabre Dogs, 5 in total. 1-1, fastball in the outside corner, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Schaefer, who's 0 for 3 today. Schaefer has struck out twice, also lined hard to third. Unfortunately, right at Austin Callahan at the hot corner. Ethan Moore was on third base, so if it got through, it would have been a base hit and an RBI. As the next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Good breaking ball from Schaefer, as that'll be out number 2, strikeout number 1 of the night for Johnson. So here comes Jared Breedwell, the 9-0 hitter to the plate. He's had a decent night, 1 for 2, a hit by pitch, singled in a run. That was Ethan Moore back in that 4-run 6th inning. So now the Sabre Dogs, in the last 3 frames, have brought around 9 runs to score. Righty on right, first pitch, swinging a line drive, center field. This one's down for a base hit. So Jared Breedwell picks up his 2nd hit in as many innings. He's now 2 for 3. That's the 11th hit of the night for Souris Valley. As again, the bats are here. They've scored 10 runs now. Another double-digit ball game. As again, they have scored 10 or more runs in half the games they've played. We currently sit in game number 34. So here comes the top of the order in Schwabe, the North Dakota State commit for next year, facing a North Dakota State pitcher in Johnson. Righty on left, first pitch in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Howe. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Schwabe 2 for 2, 2 walks. As we mentioned, 9 plate appearances now in this series. Has reached base all 9 times, 6 for 6 as well. Breedwell, good speed, takes his lead from first. Johnson from the stretch. Lifts and delivers, the 1-0 on the way. At the top of the zone, looked like a breaking ball, put a wrinkle on it, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here with 2 outs. Third baseman Callahan, as he has been this entire series, playing in front of the bag at third with Schwabe at the plate. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way. In the dirt again, blocked by Howe. 2 balls, 1 strike. So every time the Sabre Dogs have scored a run in the last 3 innings, it seems like Fremont's been able to bounce back. 1 in the top of the 5th, 4 in the top of the 6th. Was a scoreless top of the 7th. Jackson Kirkpatrick looked fantastic. Looks like he'll come out for the 8th as well. He'll get 9, 1, and 2. Leaper, Morphew, and Baskin for Fremont. 2-1 to Schwabe, swinging a chopper off the foot of Schwabe, who now limps out of the left-hander's batter's box. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You got to hope Schwabe's okay right there as he looks to be okay. Walks it off. Steps back in the left-hander's batter's box. 2 runs in on the Dalton Bowling. Home run out to right field. His second home run in as many nights, making it a 17-10 Fremont lead. Deuce is running wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As we mentioned, 2 runs coming around to score in this inning. And we're in game 2. That might be my record for 2s right there. I think we had 5. Okay, well, remember that for next time. Johnson from the stretch. 2-2 on the way. Swinging a slashing line drive down the left field line and foul off the Trinity Health trailer in foul territory. Count will hold at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gunnar McGran on deck.
I think you had 5 2s the other night, too.
All right, so I tied my season high.
I think so.
My goal was to get 10. Do you think it's possible?
10? It's possible. Anything is possible.
2-2 on the way. Swinging a line drive. Right field. That's down for a base hit. Waltzing in the second goes Breedwell. The ball now bobbled by Simonson and right. Breedwell will hold. A base hit for Schwabe. He's now 7 for 7 through the first 2 games of this series. 3 for 3 tonight. He's reached base in all 10 plate appearances. As Gunnar McGran comes to the plate with runners on first and second with 2 outs. 12th hit of the night for Souris Valley. A late resurgence as we've gotten to the middle and back third of this ball game. And just scored 1 run through the first 4 frames. Have scored 9 in the latter 3. Johnson from the stretch. Lifts and delivers. The pitch on the way. Swinging a line drive off the foot of Schwabe as he rolls to the ground, and you got to hope he's all right. He will be called out on both knees, head facing the ground, and McGran hit a rocket right off of Schwabe. He was ticketed for right field. Would have been a base hit and an RBI. Schwabe now up on his feet. He's going to talk to the right fielder in Simonson, who asks if he's all right. Miklos will talk to Schwabe as well. Tough break as, again, Gunnar McGran hit that harder than any ball we've arguably seen tonight. And if it gets through for a base hit, Breedwell likely scores from second to continue to rally. Schwabe looks to be all right. Looks like he's going to stay in this game. Again, called out as the ball hit him in the base paths in fair territory. 2 more runs in for the Sabre Dogs here in the bottom of the 7th on the 2-run shot from Dalton Bowling. Right into the top of the 8th, 17-10, Fremont your score.
This is Caden Schwabe, an outfielder for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all of the exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need for the summer. Follow us at SV Sabre Dogs and use the hashtag SCODogs.
Sabre Dogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July the right way. Come on down to Corbett Field to receive a free pair of USA-themed sunglasses. The first 120 to enter the ballpark will obtain these cool new sunglasses. Watch the Sabre Dogs take on the Fremont Moo at 5:35. Let's celebrate the 4th of July with your Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Don't forget to come rock in your red, white, and blue.
This is Kaden Schwab, an outfielder for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all of the exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need for the summer. Follow us at SV Sabre Dogs and use the hashtag SCODogs.
Sabre Dogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July the right way. Come on down to Corbett Field to receive a free pair of USA-themed sunglasses. The first 120 to enter the ballpark will obtain these cool new sunglasses. Watch the Sabre Dogs take on the Fremont Moo at 5:35. Let's celebrate the 4th of July with your Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Don't forget to come rock in your red, white, and blue.
This is Caden Schwab, an outfielder for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all of the exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need for the summer. Follow us at SV SaberDogs and use the hashtag ScoDogs.
SaberDogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July the right way. Come on down to Corbett Field to receive a free pair of USA-themed sunglasses. The first 120 to enter the ballpark will...
Top of the 8th inning, 17-10. SaberDogs your score. 2 runs in on the Dalton Bowling 2-run shot. Looked like it was going to be more as Gunnar McGran hit a hard one-hopper that looked to be getting through the right side of the infield. Unfortunately, hit the base runner at first base, and Caden Schwab as he was heading for 2, so he was recorded out. It's the first pitch on the way to the shortstop, and Peyton Leeper is up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. The official scoring on that, McGran gets a base hit, then it's called a dead ball as it hits Schwabe. A really unfortunate break for the SaberDogs that would have looked to extend their rally. Better news is that Schwabe's still in the game and left. One of the most dynamic players in this league. The SaberDogs would hate to lose him as there's a swing and a shot right back past the face of the pitcher, and Kirkpatrick into center field for a base hit. So Leeper will start the inning with a single, and again, that likely grazed the stubble of the cheek of Kirkpatrick on the mound. Good news, it did not hit him. So a single for Leeper, his 3rd hit of the night, now is a homer and 2 singles. Here comes the top of the order in Darian Morphew to the plate. So in the last 2 frames, SaberDogs have brought around 6. If they can do that, flat on 1 more in the next 2, they would tie this game. Kirkpatrick looking to keep it a 7-run deficit. He's set from the stretch. Here's the first pitch on the way. Fastball misses upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Kirkpatrick had a great 7th where he set down the side in order 1-2-3, picked up 2 strikeouts as well. He's going to look for another quick inning right here. Good news is the command has been very good so far through the first 4 hitters. Kirkpatrick from the stretch. 1-0. Fastball, middle of the plate, knee high, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. For Morphew, this is his 6th plate appearance. He's 1 for 4. That 1 hit came back in his last at-bat, and the 6th, it was a single. 17-10. Fremont here in the top of the 8th. Game 2 of this 3-game set. Kirkpatrick kicks and fires. Here's his 1-1. Swing and a foul, straight back, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That hit from keeper, make that leaper to center field, is the 20th of the night for Fremont. Quite a night offensively. In fact, we've seen 32 hits combined, 27 runs combined from both ends. Very characteristic of 2 of the top offensive teams in the Expedition League. Kirkpatrick set again. Lifts and delivers. Here's his 1-2 pitch on the way to Morphew. Breaking ball just a bit outside, ball 2. Try to bite the back door. Count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that was a close spot from Kirkpatrick right there. Very quality pitch. Kirkpatrick leans it again, comes set, middle of the rubber. Lifts and delivers, the 2-2 on the way. Swinging a pop-up, slicing out of play, left side. Count will hold at 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Due up for the SaberDogs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Will be 3, 4, and 5. Good start for them. Alan Greer, Drew Miller, and Colin Hannigan. Remember, you also have Bo Brewer on your bench. If the SaberDogs can come within 1 swing and bring the tying run to the plate in the next 2 innings down to their final 6 outs, Brewer is available. Kirkpatrick comes set again. Leeper takes his lead from first. There he goes, 2-2. Breakable upstairs. Hannigan's throw to second base is on line. Tag applied, is not in time. Safe at second base is Leeper with his 6th stolen base on the year. And I think the difference there was that it was a breaking ball up and away. Good pitch for Hannigan to throw on up and away. Took him out of the crouch and threw a laser beam down to the shortstop in McGran. So Morphew, runner in scoring position for him right here. 17 RBIs coming into the night. Kirkpatrick, the 4th pitcher used of this evening's ballgame for Souris Valley, comes set. Middle of the rubber. Here's his 2-2 on the way. Swing and a foul straight back off the fists. Count will hold at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So as we mentioned, 17 runs, 20 hits in error for Fremont. 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors for Souris Valley. Outfield straight up, playing deep. Infield straight up as well here. Kirkpatrick, glove tucked into his front hip, ball dangling right by his side as he comes set. Lifts and delivers the 3-2. At the knees for strike 3. Nice spot, perfectly located by Kirkpatrick as he dotted a fastball that blew dust past the knees of the left-handed hitting Morphew. Strikeout number 3 on the evening for Kirkpatrick, out number 1. So that holds Leaper at second base. So here comes Austin Baskin, the second baseman, righty on right here. Baskin's having a great night. 3 for 4, a double, 2 singles, sacrifice fly to center. Back in the 6th for his 10th RBI of the year. Only time he was retired was on a ground ball out to the third baseman Bowling in the 2nd. Kirkpatrick kicks and fires. Here's his first pitch on the way to Baskin. Fastball dotted on the outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. No action in the SaberDogs bullpen. This is Kirkpatrick's inning. Looks like someone's up in the moo pen. No one throwing yet, however. Again, Johnson still in this ball game as we speak. May be coming out for the 8th. As Kirkpatrick comes set again, chest tie, taking his lead from second is Leaper, the 0-1. Breaking ball over the middle of the plate, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Wind continuing the blowout towards right center as the sun continues to set. Just a squeak of light left here at the ballpark. Lights fully in place, shining bright down on the turf. Kirkpatrick well ahead of Austin Baskin. Right here, no balls, 2 strikes. Gets his sign from Hannigan. Steps straight up on 2 feet. Long hold as he pauses at the chest. Lifts and delivers. The 0-2 on the way. Breaking ball for strike 3 as it grazes the top of the zone. Another K for Dominic Kirkpatrick, number 4 on the night. 2nd of the inning. 2 outs. That holds Leaper at second base. The best we've seen Kirkpatrick this year. Hopefully a sign of many good outings to come. Here comes E.J. Taylor to the plate. He's had a night. 3 for 5. 3 RBIs. The big blast, a home run, a 2-run shot. That cleared the back wall in left center field on a line, might I add, back in that first inning. Looked like a Blue Angel flying out of the ball yard. That's how fast it got out. Kirkpatrick comes set. Here's the pitch on the way. Off the glove of Hannigan, gets the backstop, rolls towards the first base dugout. Heading for third now is Leaper. He's 90 feet away. Will be a wild pitch likely as it was spiked. 1 ball, no strikes. Here were 2 outs. So Kirkpatrick looking to get through 2 scoreless innings and keeping the deficit at 7. It'll be a tough task with Taylor at the plate, who's a very good hitter, arguably the best on this ball club. Absolutely should be playing in Casper for the All-Star game this summer. Came into tonight hitting .390, 4 homers, 19 RBIs. Now has 5 homers, 22 RBIs through his first 5 plate appearances of the evening. Kirkpatrick behind 1-0. Taylor digs back in. Here's the 1-0. In the dirt, off the glove of Hannigan, rolls in front of him. Good job keeping that in front. As he tried to pick it, went off the heel of his glove, rolled about 5 feet in front of him. Again, he looked back. I don't think he saw where this went. The runner on third base and Leaper took an aggressive secondary towards home plate, but Hannigan keeping that in front. Keeps him at third at least for now. So 2 balls, no strikes here. 2 outs. As Kirkpatrick comes set in the middle of the rubber, pauses at the chest. Leaper takes his lead from third. Pitch on the way. Swing and a foul straight back. Strike 1. Good rip from Taylor. Got a pitch over the middle of the plate. A heater that he just missed. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here with 2 outs. 17-10. Fremont, your score. Top of the 8th inning. SaberDogs looking to erase a 7-run deficit. Will take a lot. Noting that they have 6 outs to play with here. Kirkpatrick, meanwhile, just looking to get back to this count. Behind 2-1. He's set. Here's his 2-1. Swinging a high pop-up, slicing out a play down the right field side. Strike 2. Count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kirkpatrick has 4 Ks on the night. Looking for number 5 right here to end this inning. His season high is 3, which came back against this very Fremont Blue Ball Club on June 25th. He's already surpassed that. Looking to double it. As he leaves it for the sign. Fans clapping their hands as he comes set. Leaper takes his lead from third. Kirkpatrick's 2-2 on the way. Swinging a ground ball right side. Ranging to his right is Ethan Moore. Picks it up. Throws to first base. That's in time to retire the side. A clap of the glove from Kirkpatrick as he's fired up, heading off the mound. Best we've seen him this season. 2 scoreless innings. Strikes out 4 batters along the way. Right into the bottom of the 8th. 17-10. Fremont, your score. It'll be Alan Greer, the 3-0 hitter, to lead it off when we come back.
Did you know most motor vehicle crash fatalities could be prevented by wearing a seatbelt? Make sure in your vehicle you're always buckled up. We share the responsibility to reach the goal of Vision Zero. 0 fatalities, 0 excuses.
An alcohol-related crash will probably happen in North Dakota today. and another will happen tonight. Still, it's pretty common to hear people making light of it like it's no big deal. We can try to laugh it off, but it keeps happening over and over. Impaired driving isn't funny. Always drive sober or find a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the North Dakota Department of Transportation through Vision Zero.
Did you know most motor vehicle crash fatalities could be prevented by wearing a seatbelt? Make sure in your vehicle you're always buckled up. We share the responsibility to reach the goal of Vision Zero. Zero fatalities, zero excuses.
An alcohol-related crash will probably happen in North Dakota today, and another will happen tonight. Still, it's pretty common to hear people making light of it like it's no big deal. We can try to laugh it off, but it keeps happening over and over. Impaired driving isn't funny. Always drive sober or find a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the North Dakota Department of Transportation through Vision Zero.
Did you know most motor vehicle crash fatalities could be prevented by wearing...
Last of the 8th inning, 6 outs remaining for Souris Valley, trailing 17-10 as Johnson will be out for his second inning of work here for the Fremont Moo. The Fremont Moo debut for right-hander Riley Johnson. 3, 4, and 5 do up against him right here. Alan Greer, Drew Miller, and Colin Hannigan. As Greer digs in, having a good night, 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs. A 2-run double and an RBI single as the first pitch is on the outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Doesn't look like anyone's warming up in the Sabre Dogs bullpen, so Jackson Kirkpatrick may be tasked with the 9th inning as well. If that's the case, that would be the most innings he's thrown this season. The season high, 2 innings back in his last outing against Pierre. Back in the 20-7 win on June 30th. Next pitch, down the way, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Greer with his 3 RBIs tonight now has driven in 34 on the year. As Johnson winds and deals the 1-1 up and in as Greer squats out of the way, brushes over his helmet for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Your line scores 17 runs, 20 hits, 1 error for Fremont, 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors for Souris Valley. We only have 1 final tonight so far here in the Expedition League. Soundbusters over the Sasquatch 7-5. As the 2-1 is swung on and grounded softly off the fists to the right side. Baskin to his left, fields it, tosses across to first base, and is in time to retire Greer. Route number 1, 4-3 put out. Good start here for Johnson, who really struggled in the 7th. Faced 7 batters. Allowed 2 runs to score on the 2-run shot from Bowling. Caught a big break after McGran picked up what very likely would have been a single to right field. But then the ball hit off of the base runner and Caden Schwabe at first base to end the inning. Here's Miller with 1 away. First pitch, swinging a high fly ball, deep right field. There is no question about this one as it's over the scoreboard in deep right center. Drew Miller. Oh my goodness. It's 17-11. Miller's 4th home run of the year, 2nd on the homestand. And that one was headed for the moon right there. 2nd home run in as many innings for Souris Valley. And again, this cleared the scoreboard on the fly. For Miller, his 2nd hit of the evening, 2nd RBI as well. Now has 4 home runs, 24 RBIs on the season. 6-run deficit now. Here's Colin Hannigan. First pitch is a fastball that runs inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And I'll tell you, Drew Miller and that scoreboard have a tough relationship, it seems. He's aimed towards that thing a lot this summer. 3 of his 4 home runs have hit that scoreboard, or at least have been in the direction. 2 of the 3 have hit it. 1 just came short. That was his first of the year. All 4 of his homers, in fact, have come here at Corbett Field as well. 2 balls, no strikes to the count. Here's the wind from Johnson. Pitch to Hannigan is a fastball that runs inside and low, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes here with 1 down. And again, I talked about it with Ethan Moore back in his home run, back against the Trappers just a couple of days ago, as the 1-0 is a fastball for a strike inside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike. Hannigan had already taken 4 or 5 steps down the first base line. Fans don't like the call either way. 3 balls, 1 strike now. Moore's probably went about 410, 420 feet or so. It was about 5-10 feet to the right of the 410 side and straightaway centers. The next pitch is a fastball for a strike outside corner. Count now runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. That one from Drew Miller, it's hard to tell. But you got to hit it hard and far to clear that scoreboard in right center field. That thing, probably the top of it's probably 100 feet off the ground. As the next pitch is swung on and grounded to short, charged by Leeper, throws on the run to first base. That is in time to retire Hannigan for out number 2. 6-3 put out. Hannigan was hustling down the line, could not get it, or could not reach safely, I should say. Sabre Dogs now have 4 outs to work with, down by 6. Here comes Ethan Moore. Moore, 1 for 4, doubled back in the 6th inning, flew out to right in the 7th here. And again, if you like the long ball, this is your ball game. 6 of them now, 4 from Fremont, 2 from Souris Valley. First pitch on the way to Ethan Moore is a fastball outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Dalton Bowling on deck here. 17 runs, 20 hits in air now for Fremont. 11 runs, 13 hits, no errors for Souris Valley. So the next pitch is down and away, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Moore still in the box, readjusts his batting gloves as Johnson climbs the hill. Johnson has now given up 3 runs, courtesy of 2 home runs tonight here in his Moo debut. 2-0, swinging a chopper off the foot of Moore as it ricochets down the first base side and foul ground. 2 balls, 1 strike here, but 2 outs. Bowling on deck, as we mentioned, Jaden Schaefer in the hole. Johnson, first base side, chest facing home plate as he's going from the windup. He's behind 2-1. From the first base side, he shrugs his shoulders, now comes set, twists and tosses the 2-1. Swing and a miss, big rip from Moore as he stumbles towards the first base side. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here with 2 away. Deuce is running wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Sabre Dogs down by 6, bottom of the 8th inning. Johnson from the line, turns, lifts and delivers the 2-2. In the dirt, gets away to the backstop for ball 3. Count now runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. In the Boo bullpen, looks like we are seeing a right-hander starting to warm up. Very likely the candidate to close out this game, or at least attempt to in the bottom of the 9th for Fremont. Johnson looking to retire Moore and send us to the 9th. The payoff pitch is a fastball up and in for ball 4. So Moore will take the walk, second time he's reached tonight. For Johnson, that is also his second walk allowed. So here comes Dalton Bowling, who's starting to heat up. Has 3 hits in this series, 2 have left the yard. 1 coming tonight back in the 7th inning as he cleared the back wall in right field with an opposite field shot for his 2nd home run of the year. Now his 18 RBIs. Came into tonight hitting .233, probably bumping that up a little bit. The slugging percentage definitely getting a big bump as Jaden Beck starts to jog out towards the Sabre Dogs bullpen down the right field line. So Ethan Moore at first base after the walk. Righty on right again as Dalton Bowling will get a chance to face Riley Johnson one more time. Johnson from the stretch, open from the first base side. First pitch is a breaking ball that misses down low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. For Fremont in the top of the 9th, they'll send up 4, 5, and 6. Brock Reller, Austin Callahan, and Taylor Howe. Johnson from the stretch. Here's the 1-0 to Bowling. Down and away, glances off the glove of Howe, rolls behind him to the backstop, heading to second base, standing up goes Ethan Moore. 2 balls, no strikes to count here with 2 outs to Bowling. Take a look at some of the other scores around the league. Again, a 7-5 final. Sodbusters win in Hastings against Spearfish. Whiskey Jacks up 2-0 over the Horseheads in the bottom of the 8th. Sioux Falls up 10-0 on the Trappers in the top of the 9th. Western Nebraska up 2-1 on the Spuds in the bottom of the 2nd. And the Big Sticks up 6-2 over the Tommyknockers in the 5th. The Big Six and the Tommyknockers have seen each other a lot. If you look at the overall records, they're right in front of each other. Big Sticks 17-14, Tommyknockers 18-15. 2-0 is swung on and fly to the air, slicing out a play to the right side. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. And because of that, they're tied. The Big Sticks have 1 less loss, but the Tommyknockers have 1 more win. They've been playing it very even. The Tommyknockers have been on a little bit of a slide as of late. We're in first place for a good 2 weeks over the Sabre Dogs, as they were very close. Sabre Dogs have held full possession for about 2 weeks or so now, as the next pitch is swung on and found straight back. That was coming right at us in the booth, Ballard. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. If it weren't for the netting, would have had a chance to catch that foul ball right there. Either way, more importantly, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second base. Deuce is running wild. There's 4. Bowling digs in the box. Right on right. The 2-2 on the way. In the dirt, gets away from the catcher Howell again as it is spiked. Rolls to the backstop. Ricochets back to him. Heading to third base. Standing up goes Ethan Moore. The count now runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes here with 2 outs. Moore now 90 feet away from making this a 5-run deficit. On deck, Jaden Schaefer, then Jared Breedwell. Then it will be the top of the order in Caden Schwabe. Johnson looking to retire the side and put a close to the 8th. He's set. Kicks and delivers. The payoff pitch on the way is down and away for ball 4. A walk to Bowling. His second free pass of the night. Back-to-back walks allowed out of the right hand of Johnson, as that sets up a first and third spot here with 2 outs. And here comes head coach for the Moose, Shea Bennett, out to the mound. Remember, we had a right-hander up in the bullpen earlier for Fremont, and they very likely will go to him right here as Johnson has seemed to run out of steam. Miklos having a conversation with Schaefer right now. Bennett has not made a call yet. Again, either way, it will be a left-hander up at the plate for our righties. It looks like that right-hander is jogging in from the third base, or the left field bullpen, so that'll be it for Riley Johnson, who went 1 2/3 of innings work, allowed 3 runs on 2 home runs, is responsible for both Ethan Moore on second base and Dalton Bowling at first base. Sabre Dogs down by 6. Jaden Schaefer coming to the plate with runners on first and second when we come back. Welcome back to the bottom of the 8th inning. 11-17 in favor of Fremont. Sabre Dogs threatening for more here. Runners on the corners. You have Bowling at first, Ethan Moore at third base. New pitcher on the mound here for the Mooch. Chase Reynolds trying to inherit this tough jam and get it out of it for Riley Johnson. Schaefer at the plate, 0 for 4, looking for his first knock. First pitch is a breaking ball up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. For Reynolds, this will be his 5th outing of the year. 1 start, 3 relief appearances, 0-1 record with a 6.42 ERA. Struck out 10 batters in 7 innings of work. First time he will face the Sabre Dogs, at least on the pitching side of things this season, as the next pitch is down away, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. He faced the Sabre Dogs on the offensive side of things as a pinch runner back on July 2nd in the 10-9 Souris Valley win. Scored a run as well. Offensively speaking this year, has just had 22 at-bats, hitting $136 with an RBI. Hitters count for Schaefer, 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch on the way, fastball pinpointed on the outside corner, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Righty still warming up in the Sabre Dogs bullpen. We saw Jaden Beck go down earlier. It's hard to tell if that's him right now. We'll keep you updated. Matt Jackson also looking to warm up down in the bullpen. Bowling takes his lead from first, Moore from third, the 2-1. Swing to ground ball left side. That is going to be cut off by the shortstop Leaper, but he has no play as Schaefer will beat it out. An RBI single for him, his first knock of the night, RBI number 13 on the year, as the Sabre Dogs now have hit 12 runs on the scoreboard. It's a 5-run deficit as they continue to chip away. Shortstop and Leaper was ranging well up the middle. The left-handed swinging Schaefer got sawed off on this, hit a soft ground ball to the left side. That forced Leaper to range well far to his right. No chance to throw Schaefer out. So Bowling at second, Schaefer at first. Here's Breedwell, who's picked up back-to-back singles in his last 2 plate appearances. Sabre Dogs could use one more right here. They've now driven in 11 runs in the last 4 innings. Now Reynolds is going to call his catcher and Howe to the mound, maybe going through sign sequences right here. Again, inherited the ball game with runners on first and third, but now after the infield single, Bowling stands at second base, so they'll probably have to go through multiple signs. After Breedwell, it's the hot swinging Caden Schwabe, and again, 5-run deficit for Souris Valley. They're a base hit away from making it a deficit of 1 swing if the Sabre Dogs can load the bases anytime before they make 4 outs. Righty on right, Reynolds comes set at the chest. Next pitch, fastball runs inside, down and in, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Reynolds, 5'10", 165 pounds, out of Topeka, Kansas, product of Midland University. Reynolds comes set first base side. First and second, 2 outs, 2 runs in this frame. 17-12 Fremont. 1-0, swinging a high pop up into the orange Minot sky. Shortstop leaper backpedaling. Now he's going to make way to the left fielder and Kuski, who makes the running grab, sprinting towards the infield to retire the side. Sabre Dogs send 7 men to the plate here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bring around 2 runs to score on the home run from Drew Miller, his 4th of the year, 2nd on the homestand, and the RBI infield single from Jaden Schaefer. Ready to the top of the 9th inning. Moo up by 5, 17-12, your score.
Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a $15K camper giveaway. If a Sabre Dogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today.
This is Bo Brewer for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that there is a reason why Slim Chicken hangs guitars on their walls and plays the blues. It's the same reason why they only serve you 100% all-natural chicken tenders. It's the way they like it. There's a reason why they treat you like family and serve food just like you would at home. Because you deserve it that way. And there's a reason it's made fresh when you order and served hot, because that is their promise to you. Come see us at Slim Chickens or order online at slimchickens.com.
Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a $15K camper giveaway. If a Sabre Dogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today.
This is Bo Brewer for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that there is a reason why Slim Chicken hangs guitars on their walls and plays the blues. It's the same reason why they only serve you 100% all-natural chicken tenders. It's the way they like it. There's a reason why they treat you like family and serve food just like you would at home. Because you deserve it that way. And there's a reason it's made fresh when you order and served hot, because that is their promise to you. Come see us at Slim Chickens or order online at slimchickens.com.
Top of the 9th inning, Jackson Kirkpatrick getting the shot to go out for his 3rd inning of work. If he could record an out, he will hit his season high in innings pitched. He'll get 4, 5, and 6. Tough task right here as Brock Reller will lead it off, but Kirkpatrick has shown some really good stuff tonight. 2 innings, 4 strikeouts, faced the minimum once. First pitch is swung on and cued off the end of the bat to the third base dugout. Strike 1 as it goes off the railing. No balls, 1 strike. Right-hander continues to warm up in the Sabre Dogs bullpen. Looks like that is Matt Jackson, if I'm correct, and it is. Kirkpatrick hoping that he could just finish this inning right here and send this to the bottom of the 9th inning, where the Sabre Dogs will send up 1, 2, and 3 in their order: Schwabe, McGran, and Greer. 0-1, breaking ball, just a bit low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 17-12, Moo, your score. And you think you're the Fremont Moo, and you score 17 runs. You think you're well into this ball game. It's very comfortable. Not when you're facing the Sabre Dogs, who average 10.5 per game. 1-1 is down and in with fastball, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. In fact, Sabre Dogs came into tonight leading the league in runs scored with 346, with 12 so far tonight, now have 358. So they continue to chase records here. Truly unbelievable stuff. 10 runs last night as well. The 2-1 is a fastball, just misses upstairs, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. A loud groan from the crowd, wanting Kirkpatrick to get that one. Hitters count for Reller. Kirkpatrick will have to make a quality pitch. Infield straight up, outfield shifting Reller to pull here. Pulling a couple steps more towards the 6 hole as the 3-1 is swung on and popped up. Third base side foul territory. Bowling full sprint to his right. He's going to have to cut the brakes as it flies in the dugout for strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Kirkpatrick climbs back into the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, just getting underway here at the top of the 9th inning. 17-12, Fremont your score. Middle game of this 3-game set. Game 3 will start tomorrow at 5:35. If the Moo can hold on, will be the rubber match, the deciding game of that 3-game set. This 3-game set. Payoff pitch, swing and a foul off the mid of Hannigan. Count will hold at 3 balls and 2 strikes. It popped up in the air. Had some hang time on that. Was hoping Hannigan could maybe find it, but it hopped over his head behind him, so no chance really for him to get it. His count stays at 3-2. Kirkpatrick, long look in, glove tucked into his front hit, ball dangling in his right arm. Reller, a wide open stance, swinging a silver-barreled bat. Kirkpatrick from the stretch again. Here's his payoff pitch one more time. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Foul tip held on by Hannigan for out number 1. Jackson Kirkpatrick picks up strikeout number 5. 3 of the 4 last batters he's retired have struck out via the K as well. First strikeout swinging since his first K. It was Jack Simonson back in the 7th. So 5 punch-outs now here for Kirkpatrick. A season high in Ks, a season high in innings pitched now. Good for Kirkpatrick as he looks to ride this through future outings this season. Again, came in with a 19.95 ERA, putting a dent into that here tonight. First pitch on the way to Callahan. Breaking ball over the middle of the plate. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Not only has he been throwing a lot of strikes and forcing a lot of whiffs, he's been able to get ahead, which is a major adjustment for this tall right-hander. Lefty on right again. Callahan, 2 hits tonight, 3 RBIs, including a 2-run home run to right center. 0-1, swinging a ground ball, softly hit down the first base side and foul. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. 3/4 hack as Callahan was fooled on a breaking ball running down and in. Left fielder in Schwabe playing deep and in left center field, shifting the left-hander, hitting Callahan the pull. Still a wide gap between him and Greer in center as Greer's shifting a couple steps towards right center. Also a lot of room down the left field line on the outfield turf. Kirkpatrick ahead 0-2, the pitch on the way. Swing and a foul straight back. Count holds at no balls and 2 strikes. Wind still blowing fairly hard out towards right center. We saw Callahan take advantage of that jet stream to right center. As Kirkpatrick leads it for the sign again. 29 runs combined by both ends. Only one can win. The 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Fastball up and out of the zone that Callahan chased after. Another K for Kirkpatrick. 2 to open up this 9th. Strikeout number 6 on the evening as well. Electric stuff from this tall right-hander. Now an out away from sending this to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Sabre Dogs trailing by 5. Once again, they'll send up the top of their lineup. And Caden Schwabe, Gunnar McGran, and Alan Greer. Al, the catcher, having a good night and a good series. 2 hits this evening, a 3-run shot, a double. Now has 5 hits in the series. A homer, 2 homers, and 6 RBIs. First pitch, swinging a pop-up off to the right side, out of play as it flies over the grandstands for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. And the big thing about Kirkpatrick tossing these 3 innings, too, is the Sabre Dogs will get to rest guys like Matt Jackson or Jaden Beck, who we saw earlier warming up in the bullpen, and save them for tomorrow for what should be a very important game as well, assuming the Moo hold on to this win, or to this lead to get the win. 0-1, swing and a miss. Foul tip held on by Hannigan. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Kirkpatrick has struck out the side once this season. That came last weekend against the Moo, trying to recreate that and emulate it right here. Fans getting into it, clapping their hands. Everybody rising to their feet. Al digs back into the box. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Kirkpatrick lifts and delivers. The pitch on the way. Swing and a pop-up shallow center. Going out is Moore. Coming in is Greer. This one's going to drop in for a base hit as it was blooped into no man's land. That'll be a single for Taylor Howe, his 3rd hit of the night. And again, a pitch that he was fooled on, a breaking ball running outside of the strike zone as it crossed the inside line of the left-hander's batter's box. Howe reached his backside out, poked the end of the bat out there, just got a piece. And again, Greer was playing deep and straightaway center. The second baseman, Ethan Moore, went out as well, but it dropped in for a base hit. So here comes Jack Simonson. Came into tonight with 6 RBIs so far. Has added one more to that category. Looking for another. Slightly closed off stance from the right side. Righty on right. Kirkpatrick's first pitch on the way is a fastball outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So that single for Howe is now the 21st hit collectively for this Fremont Moo Ball Club. 35 hits combined at both ends. 29 runs combined at both ends. A lot of offense. That's your game. This is the ball game for you. 1-0. Fastball dotted on the outside corner as a trail of smoke crosses behind it as it crosses the plate. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Even down by 5, this crowd knows this ball club's resilience and their willingness to stay in ball games. Not only that, but have come to life in the back end of ball games plenty times this season. The next pitch is a check swing, appeal to the second base umpire, and Tony Archina says that Simonson does not go. That'll be ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Sabre Dogs were down by 2 in the 9th inning back on Thursday. Tied it up down to their final 2 outs. We're down by 2 last night. We're down to the final 2 outs. Won it on a 3-run shot from Dalton Bowling. 2 balls, 1 strike. Kirkpatrick lifts and fires. The pitch on the way. Spiked as it gets to the backstop for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Howe will waltz into second base standing up. So he's in scoring position now and a hitter's count to Simonson. Sabre Dogs desperately trying to keep the deficit at 5. Again, it's going to be hard to come back in the bottom of the 9th inning, but knowing this ball club, seems like this week anything has been possible. Simonson make that Howe at second base. Will be going on contact with 2 outs. Simonson at the plate. In the driver's seat, 3-1 on deck, the center fielder, Ryan Koski. The 6'6" right-hander digs his right foot into the rubber. Plants with his left foot in front of him. Glove tucked into his front hip as he leans it for the sign. Now will step off and reapply as he gets his sign from Hannigan. We'll be going with multiple signs now with Howe at second base. Righty on right once again. The 3-1 on the way. Fastball outside for ball 4. The first walk allowed tonight by Jackson Kirkpatrick. And again, we mentioned it coming into his first inning of the ball game. Walks have been quite a struggle for him as he's now going to have a conversation with Colin Hannigan between the pitcher's mound and home plate, as that brings out Benton Schweinfurth to have a conversation with him now as well. Again, as we mentioned, this is the deepest he's gone into a ball game this year in terms of pitches and innings as he walks back up the hill. Schweinfurth trailing him right now. You're going to have a conversation. Likely going to go through a scouting report on Koski. Probably to settle him down a little bit here, too, as he was on such a groove. Makes a quality pitch to Taylor Howe. Then, unfortunately, dumps into shallow center field 4-base hit. And walks Simonson on a close fastball in the outside corner. 17-12, Fremont, your score. Top of the 9th inning. Leadoff hitter and Caden Schwabe will be due up next inning. 1, 2, and 3 in the order. Schwabe, McGran, and Greer. The formula you want to spark a 5-run or more rally for the Sabre Dogs in the bottom of the 9th inning. Koski digs into the right-hander's batter's box here. He has 2 hits tonight, 2 singles, and RBI as well. That came back in the 6th inning. Fremont's runs came majority-wise in the first third or so of this ball game. 7 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 4 in the sixth. For the Sabre Dogs, most of their runs coming late. Kirkpatrick from the stretch. First pitch to Koski is a breaking ball that slices the outside corner. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. For Souris Valley, 1 in the first, 3 in the fifth, 4 in the sixth, 2 in the seventh, 2 in the eighth. 2 home runs for them tonight. Dalton Bowling and Drew Miller. 4 home runs for the Fremont Moo. E.J. Taylor, Taylor Howe, Peyton Leeper, and Austin Callahan. 0-1, breaking ball, just misses grazing the inside corner. Ball 1, backed up a little bit. Count now even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Matt Jackson continuing the toss down in the Sabre Dogs bullpen right now. Got to wonder if Kirkpatrick can't retire Koski. Will they keep him in this game? The 9-hole hitter and Peyton Leeper is on deck. Kirkpatrick from the stretch. Long hold this time as he pauses at the chest, lifts and delivers the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes as he blew a fastball by the bat of Koski, speeding him up after a couple of slow breaking balls. A strike away from getting out of this first and second 2-out jam. Fans once again clapping, standing behind their right-hander. 6 strikeouts of the night for Kirkpatrick. He kicks, fires. On the way, in the dirt, picked by the catcher and Hannigan. Ball 2. Count now runs even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here we go, Ballard. Deuce is running wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. 2 runs in the last 2 innings for the SaberDogs as well as they look to come back. That was 6, I think.
6?
Because I had, yes. All right. More importantly, let's get back to the game here. Kirkpatrick leans in, looking to retire Koski and bring the bats up for Souris Valley. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Fastball on the outside corner for strike 3. How about that? Jackson Kirkpatrick. He strikes out 7 through 3 scoreless innings of work as that sends us to the bottom of the 9th inning. SaberDogs trailing by 5 as they look to bring out the magic wands for the 3rd night in a row. Caden Schwabe to lead it off when we come back as you're listening to Expedition League Baseball live on the Souris Valley SaberDogs Radio Network.
This is Cullen Hannigan, a catcher for the Souris Valley SaberDogs. Remember, you depend on your vehicle, which is why OK Automotive supplies quality AC Delco parts to keep your vehicle running smoothly. You can depend on an OK Automotive and AC Delco to keep you on the road. Come see our showroom with our large inventory selection at 101 3rd Street Southeast, Minot, or call 701-839-2886.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to OK Automotive in Minot to register for your chance to win a 10K golf cart giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home in a brand new golf cart courtesy of OK Automotive. Register in store today.
This is Cullen Hannigan, a catcher for the Souris Valley SaberDogs. Remember, you depend on your vehicle, which is why OK Automotive supplies quality AC Delco parts to keep your vehicle running smoothly. You can depend on an OK Automotive and AC Delco to keep you on the road. Come see our showroom with our large inventory selection at 101 3rd Street Southeast, Minot, or call 701-839-2886.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to OK Automotive in Minot to register for your chance to win a 10K golf cart giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home in a brand new golf cart courtesy of OK Automotive. Register in store today.
This is Cullen Hannigan, a catcher for the Souris Valley SaberDogs. Remember, you depend on your vehicle, which is why OK Automotive supplies quality AC Delco parts to keep your vehicle running.
Last of the 9th inning. We have reached nightfall, which has been a spark for the SaberDogs the last 2 nights. Looking to keep that trend going here, down by 5. Kaden Schwab to lead it off. First pitch on the way is a fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Chase Reynolds out for his 2nd inning of work. Got into trouble in the 8th. Allowed 2 runs on a Miller solo shot and a Schaefer RBI single. Here's the wind from Reynolds, the 0-1. On the outside corner, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Schwabe has had 10 plate appearances throughout the first 2 games of this series. He has reached base all 10 times and is 7 for 7, including a 3 for 3 line tonight. Also picked up 4 stolen bases. 0-2 from Reynolds on the way. Outside with a breaking ball that backs up. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gunnar McGran on deck. And the SaberDogs just need base runners. Here's the wind. The kick, the fire, the 1-2. Swing and a cue shot foul off to the left side. Count will stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Third baseman in Callahan playing straight up now behind the bag with 2 strikes. Shortstop and Leaper ranging up the middle. Second baseman in Baskin playing back with 2 strikes on the cut of the outfield turf. A couple steps onto the turf, in fact, as the 0-2 pitch is on its way. Fastball runs outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No one up in either pen right here. We saw Matt Jackson up for the SaberDogs back last inning. Obviously sitting down now as Kirkpatrick was able to get through his 3rd inning of work. Very good stuff from him tonight. 2-2 runs down and away. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Another quality at-bat put together by Caden Schwabe. Looking for the cherry on top and to reach base. Digs back in. Reynolds working quickly. His payoff pitch in the way, swinging a line drive down the left field line, slicing foul. So the count will hold at 3 balls and 2 strikes here. Schwabe opened up his first at-bat with a single to center, scored on the errant throw from the shortstop and make that the second baseman and Baskin on a potential 5-4-3 double play. First run of the night for Souris Valley. The 3-2 is on its way. Taken inside for ball 4. 11 plate appearances for Schwabe now. He has reached all 11 times. His third free pass of the night as well. Good start here for the Sabre Dogs here in the bottom of the 9th inning as that brings up Gunnar McGran to the plate, the hero from Thursday night who walked off the Trappers to secure the series sweep. Interesting night for him. Did not start. Came into the game in the 6th inning for Justin Cooper. Doubled in a couple runs in the 6th. Picked up a single in the 7th as he hit a hard one-hopper that hit the base runner in Caden Schwabe. When it does hit the base runner, you do rule it a hit. And then a dead ball as the first pitch is on its way. A strike on the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. Late game approach, down by 5. Sabre Dogs very likely taking until they get a strike here. Schwabe did the same as he takes his lead from first base, being held on by E.J. Taylor. Reynolds from the stretch first base side. Lifts and delivers the 0-1 in the dirt. Picked by the catcher and Howe as he falls to 2 knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. Middle game of this 3-game set. Win or lose for the Sabre Dogs. They'll be back at it tomorrow at 5:35. For the final game of this 3-game set will be the 6th time these two teams face in the last week. Here's the 1-1 from Reynolds on the way. Fastball up and away, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Still nobody out. Again, 17-12. Fremont, your score. McGran steps out of the box. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Stares at the barrel of his bat as he takes a deep breath. Now climbs back in, taps the plate, points his bat in the direction of Reynolds, and carries it above his left shoulder. Not a big lead at first for Schwabe. 2-1 pitch on the way, swinging a fly ball left field, fairly deep, ranging away from Koski as he'll run underneath it towards the left field line to make the catch for out number 1. Good bounce back for Reynolds after the leadoff walk. The Sabre Dogs now down to their final 2 outs. As that'll bring up Alan Greer to the plate. Greer having a good night, 3 for 5. Those 3 hits, a single, a double, and then another single. He's driven in 3 runs, now has 34 RBIs on the year. Picked up a big triple. That was the catalyst for that comeback back in the bottom of the 9th last night. Steamed a hard ground ball inside the first base bag that rolled into the right field corner. Just looking for a base hit or to reach base in any way possible here. Righty on right, Reynolds' first pitch is down low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Big crowd on hand once again tonight. Everyone is stuck around here. Even in at one point was a 10-run deficit for Souris Valley. They've cut that in half, now trailing by 5. 1 ball, no strikes. Reynolds kicks, fires, pitch on the way. Breaking ball, bites the outside corner at the knees. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just about 10-17 local time here in Minot. Just over 3 hours in this ball game. First pitch at 7:05 on a very warm night. 95 degrees or so at first pitch. Hasn't cooled off much. 1-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball floats over the middle of the plate. Dropped by the catcher and Howe. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cooper make that. Greer steps out of the box. Does not like the call. Alex Miklos now calling time. He's going to probably have a conversation with Alan Greer right here. Just trying to calm things down for him. And again, this looked to be over the plate. Maybe the discretion was that it was low. It's hard to tell from this angle. The whole dugout, with everyone being on the railing, let out a loud groan in unison. I think a big part of this, too, was that the catcher and Howe dropped it, obviously making it look less like a strike. But either way, Greer will dig back into the box here. Schwabe takes his lead from first with 1 out. Walked to open up the inning. McGran retired on the fly out to left. Reynolds from the stretch, first base side, pauses at the chest. Kicks and fires, the 1-2 on the way. Fastball runs just a bit inside and low. Maybe an off-speed pitch. Looked like he took some off right there. Count now moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes here with 1 out. Third baseman and Callahan, no doubles, hugging the third base line right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Reynolds fires, pitch in the way, breaking ball hit softly up the middle. That is going to get into center field for a base hit. Heading for third is Schwabe. Just up with it is Morphew as he'll lob it back into the infield. A seeing eye single on a broken bat for Alan Greer. His 4th hit of the night, as that sets up runners at the corners with 1 away. And again, the shortstop leaper and the second baseman Baskin were playing straight up. Greer hit this as softly as you could as it trickled over the second base bag into center field for a base hit. When it both crossed the respective middle infielders, they stared at each other, then looked back, thinking, how did that one get through? Sabre Dogs will take it, their 15th hit of the night. And fresh off of a home run that cleared the scoreboard in right center, here comes Drew Miller. He's picked up 2 hits and 2 RBIs tonight. First pitch on the way from Reynolds. Backdoor breaking ball just misses outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Sabre Dogs have a heartbeat. They may be hanging on by their fingertips here tonight. 5 runs may seem like a lot, but after the last couple of nights, feels like a cup of coffee. Greer at first base. Schwab at third, both great speed. 1-0. Backdoor breaking ball. This time it bites the outside corner, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, the dugout not happy. Have the rally caps on for the 3rd straight night. Everyone with their backwards caps. Steve Moretto, as per tradition, wearing the 5 caps on top of his head as well. It's worked 2 times. Looking for a 3rd time as well. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball down low, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the Sabre Dogs being a lot more patient here against Reynolds. Reynolds came in tonight with 6 walks in 7 innings. Currently has walked 3 batters through his inning in 1/3 of work. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Sabre Dogs down by 5. The 2-1. Swinging a line drive, caught by the first baseman Taylor, who takes it to the first base bag unassisted, and that'll do it. The Fremont move punctuate this ball game with an exclamation point as Drew Miller was just an inch away from what likely would have been a 2-run double to bring around 2 runs to score to cut the deficit 2-3 and give the Sabre Dogs an inch closer to another comeback. But this is not the night as the Moo win by a final score of 17-2. And again, Taylor leapt up in the air, made the snow cone grab, and Greer, who thought it was destined to go over Taylor's head to the right field corner, was taking off for second base. Taylor, with plenty of time, walked to the first base pillow, stepped on it to end the ball game. Tough ending for the Sabre Dogs in this one as they lose it 17-12. They now fall to 24-10 on the year, move to 2-1 in the second half. Meanwhile, the Moo 21, make that 22-12 on the year now, move to 2-1 on the year. The story of this ball game, the long ball, and the pitching struggling on both ends. The Moo left the yard 4 times. E.J. Taylor Howe, and Peyton Leeper all left the yard in the first inning. Austin Callahan a 2-run shot in the second. For the Sabre Dogs, they had 2 as well. One from Drew Miller, the other from Dalton Bowling in the 7th and 6th innings respectively. 29 runs combined on both ends. 36 hits combined on both ends. A lot of pitchers used for the Moo, 3 for the Sabre Dogs, 4. And again, the story tonight for the Sabre Dogs on the pitching side of things was Braden Corley, who made his Sabre Dogs debut. Went 4 innings, allowed 12 runs. Again, obviously his first outing in quite a while since the end of March, as that's when his season ended for Murray State College make that. And he was throwing a lot of strikes, but caught a little bit too much plate as this team, who leads the league in home runs and slugging, was all over him tonight. Again, jumping out to a convincing lead. Remember, the Moo led 12-1 through 4 innings. The Sabre Dogs were able to put together 11 runs in the back 5 frames of this ball game to make it close. So they'll look to get back at it tomorrow, pick up their series win. It would be their 6th in a row if they can win. First pitch will be at 5:35 as they take on the Fremont Moo. Again, a carbon copy of what we saw last weekend. The Sabre Dogs took Game 1. The Moo took Game 2. Sabre Dogs took Game 3 in dramatic fashion in what was arguably the most wildest game of the year. And the way this series has gone, we'll probably see another chaotic but fun ball game tomorrow evening. For everyone here at the Sabre Dogs, Jaden Lopez, Ballard, Akaway, I'm Max Tanzer. We thank you so much for tuning in tonight. The Sabre Dogs fall to 24-10, move to 2-1 in the second half as they lose it 17-12. As always, have a great rest of your night. We'll catch you tomorrow on YouTube Live and Mixler at 5:35 for